Nice, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Right, let's send out a message. Let everyone know we're live. I need to sort my setup now. My setup out. Right, so I am live. Right, there you go. Let everybody know I am live right now. Probably will be a short stream today, but I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a midweek live stream, you know, help set your week off to a good start. And why not? We all love a good little live stream, don't we? We all love a good little live stream. Let's be honest, we do. We do love a good live stream. Yo, how you doing, White Rook, brother? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Quickly sending out the links, and everybody know that I am live. Yo, how you doing, Bookful? How you doing? I can't even see that. I think I might be blind, partly blind here. How you doing, Dragonil 404? Jasper Weld, how you doing, my friend? Online FCK, you guys really destroyed VIP. NV have been doing bits whilst whilst this Gov War, well, during this Gov War. So shout out to NNV monsters. NNV are built different, guys. Very, 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 very good faction. If you ever get the chance to join them, recommend it. They've got very good. They've got very, very acceptable and reasonable, requirements within the gang, and great fighters. Great people to work, to kind of like play alongside with. So, as said, guys, this probably won't be the longest live stream ever that I've done. But, as said, I'm just here to give you guys a bit of motivation, a bit of love, and a bit of content, midweek. Because, obviously I upload the videos, but sometimes the videos can be, a couple days old, a week old, This is interaction on a, like on a one-to-one level, which we can't fault, can we? Not fault. So I've done that. That's fine. Right. I'll tell you what. Let me move that over there, and hopefully I can kind of make the text a little bit bigger for me because I'm blind. Didn't know I was blind until today, but I'm blind. Okay, so there you go. I can see that now. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to smash that like button, please, guys. What's up? How are you doing, Alan? How are you doing, brother? Good to see you, Alan. And the question is, Alan, have you been zeroed, bro? That's the real question. Has Alan been zeroed yet, guys? Has he been zeroed? I'm interested. I need to know. Okay, that was too big of a rip. Not gonna lie, I gotta switch to manual breathing. Oh, fair enough. You had me shocked a little bit there. Has Alan been zeroed yet? Good question, Jasper. I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. He said, I have not. So apparently, Alan has not been zeroed, guys. Don't know if we can believe it, right? He could be lying. He could be fibbing to us. But, word from the man himself, Alan has not been zeroed, guys. So, we can be nice. We can be friendly. I should. Where the who there? Right, so I am going to be asking your guys' opinion and thoughts of if I should buy a few things from the VIP shop, right? So I've just got I've just finished. Well, I just recorded 3 videos, 2 for the second channel, 1 for the main channel. So I recorded a VIP store video, right? And this video, no word of lie, is like 30 minutes long, guys. 30 minutes long. So literally, I just kind of went through, instead of doing my normal thing where I get in, get out, you know what I mean? But buy this, go, see you later, 10-minute long. I kind of went through and just spoke through, my thoughts and opinions of everything, kind of like, for bigger players, smaller players, and if I thought it was worth it, in what scenario would it be worth it, and why I am purchasing certain things. Like, for example, I don't want to give away the whole entire video itself, because that's why you guys should go and watch the video when it comes out. Like the 50k training expander, right? It's cool, right? And the game makes you want to buy it, but realistically, with this game, we're on every single day, right? Yeah, everyone can agree we're on every single day. So why would I want to spend 1k gold to do a 50k training expander when it doesn't technically make it any faster? It doesn't make it any easier, Literally, if I want to train 50k and I've got a 25k max, I'll just do 2 lots, And I don't have to spend 1k gold to do it. I can use that gold on something else. I can use it on speeding up my troops. I can use it on many things, you know what I mean? It's not wasting gold if you need what you buy. That's true. I've spent 500k gold the VIP store. Hold on, 500, 600, 700, 800. Yeah, I've spent 500k gold too, because I had 808k gold before I started buying. So the couple things I want your guys' opinion on, right? If I should buy, yeah, should I buy this? I don't need it, right? Let's be honest. Why would I need a blissful Christmas avatar frame? Don't get me wrong. It's part of this the thing with Bob where you get a little buff. That buff is not gonna save my life probably in any fight, but nonetheless, do you guys think I should spend 20k gold on this? Yes or no? I need to know right now in chat. Do I spend 20k gold on this? Yes or no? A Scott saying no. What does everyone else think? Do I spend 20k gold on it? White Rook is saying no. Jasper's saying yes. Alan's saying no. Scarlet's Crimson saying no. X-Raxon's giving me a scary wave. Bijon, if I'm pronouncing that right, saying no. OSG saying no. The old noob gamers saying no. Well, we've got online FCK saying no. We've got Dragneil saying no. Hi from California question. Do you know what the new updates of the game is going to be? Guess it's happening this week. Wish the game explained things better. Maybe I'm missing something. No, I wouldn't. That's another person saying no. X-Raxon saying yes. Come on, guys. Let's force him to buy. Well, listen. The majority of you guys have spoke. You know what I mean? It's like 10v1, 2. So we're not going to buy that, right? 30 days speed up would be better. I'm going to be honest. It's one of them. It's another thing I explained in the video. Is it's very appealing for us to buy these large, speed ups, but especially if you're a smaller player, right? So if you buy a 7-day speed up, when you do a training lot of troops, you're not going to need 7 days. 7 days will go to waste. You'll end up wasting a couple days of it, right? Or if, let's say, you may have 100 days worth of investment speed ups, right? But you need 5 days, right? Let's say you've got 5 days left of your investment, and you can't speed it up with this unless you waste 2 days, right? If that's all you've got left. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like sometimes going for the smaller ones are better than the bigger ones. You know what I mean? Cheese! Shout out to Matty H90 for subscribing with Prime. Thank you very much, my friend. You're a legend. 10 more subs and we hit our goal, guys. Right. So do you guys want to know what the second thing is I want your guys' opinion on, which is going to cost over 100k gold, I believe. Yeah? It's going to cost over 100k gold. You guys ready for it? Damn, one more stream and I hit the new milestone, 6 out of 7. Why? What have you done now, bro? What milestone are we talking here? Being about streak. Yeah, I don't buy 30-day speed ups and stuff like that. Do you have advice on battle for Oakvale and stuff if you are a T3 player playing against T4s? Right, so I tell you what, 1 second. AM. So AM, in regards to your message, your comment, your question, sorry. Hello as well, my friend in California. Awesome to know where you actually are. But in regards to the game updates itself, so I know there's a lot of updates coming out rapidly on the game, and I'm sure there'll be even more to come, over the coming weeks. There has to be, because the game can't leave the game in the current state it is, and I expect everyone to be content and happy with it, right? So there's got to be changes, there's got to be updates, right? So my aim and goal is to try to get a video out of every new update within like a couple of days of it, actually coming out and getting released. So it's giving me a day to kind of test it, learn it, and then the next day to do a video showing you guys, demonstrating, kind of doing it that way for you. So I'm going to be try to be on the ball as much as humanly possible to get you guys as much information about what the game releases as soon as they do release it. AM, I hope that's good enough for you. Right, Wall of Pain. Do you have any advice for Battle of Oakvale and stuff if you are T3 player and playing against T4s? I certainly do, my friend. I certainly do. So, first things first, Wall of Pain. Remember that you're not losing anything permanent from Oakvale, okay? So, balls to the wall, my friend. Literally, yeah. Have as much fun as you want. Kill off all your troops. Make the most of it, right? Truly, make the most of it. You've got nothing to lose permanently. Nothing to lose. Don't waste loads of your speed ups, yeah, right? Trying to heal them all up. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You're there for the experience and the education of what you can get from fighting bigger players such as T4, right? So if you've got loads of healing speed ups, right, and you want to carry on battling a little bit longer, by all means, you can use some of your, your healing speed ups, but I wouldn't recommend using all of them. Maximum use 25% of what you got. You do want to always keep a good supply on hand, maybe like 10 days or something. I'm not too sure. Just to kind of keep yourself, afloat. Whenever there is actually a fight going on, let's say Gov War in your city, and you need to heal troops, you want to always keep a little bit of a stock of healing. Obviously, probably not 600 days worth, but you want to keep a bit nonetheless, right? And then the next kind of tips and tricks I would recommend to you is, of course, just the basics, generics. Make sure that you've got your fighting equipment on. Yeah, so make sure you've got your fighting equipment on. Make sure you've got your normal specialties on, your underboss specialties, as well as your Gov War specialties. Yeah, especially with the Gov War specialties is you can get, just like what I've got set up right here, mobilization, increase crew size by 10% for 1 hour. So that's the whole of Oakvale. And then you've got the enraged attack. Obviously, yours might be a little bit different. It all depends on what you can unlock with your Gov War. But if you can unlock these, obviously, lifts protection program and gains 30 minutes of battle enraged state, 20% bonus crew attack, cooldown 24 hours, right? But you can add them on, as well as, far as I'm aware, you can also go in there, battle enraged yourself, right? So you can get your battle enraged stats. Yours might be a little bit different to mine, but you can get your battle enraged stats, which can make a big difference, as well as having an underboss in your turf, as well as executing an underboss, yeah? So I know this sounds like there's a lot going on, right? And it's a lot to kind of do, but this is something for the future, right? I'm not saying like, oh, jump into Oakvale in an hour and do all this, right? Prepared. It's not going to happen. But just like the tattoo says, guys, and our motto, 5 Ps, preparation prevents piss poor performance, right? So what you do is get an underboss, level 60 preferably, right? So if you've got a friend in your faction or whatever, you can kill it off. If you don't want to pay to kill it, right, that's absolutely fine. All you got to do is take a couple of days before, and then when it dies, it gets close to the end, execute it. Then you're going to get the buffs, which will be... So obviously that's the imprisoned level underboss, so you get extra 30% crew attack. Where's the statistics for the killed ones? Why can't I see it? Why am I being silly? Oh, there you go. Interrogation room. Sorry, there you go. So once you kill one, you're going to have these activated. Yeah. So obviously yours might be a little bit different, stats to mine. Yeah. Stats to mine a little bit. So there is a little bit of leeway difference, between what you see on my screen to what you will on yours. Yeah. So that will give you a huge stat increase, right? And then also make sure to watch my videos on like duels, setting up duels. Make sure you got like attack duels on there. You're set up perfectly. Defense duels aren't going to help you too much, especially when you're going into offense to a fight, stuff like that. So make sure you do that. as well as you can add a crew attack boost on, as well as a crew size, yeah? And literally, at that point, it just comes down to trial and error, my friend, yeah? So just trial and error. Make sure to use your recons, yeah? Read the reports and be quick. Be quick with it, yeah? And try and keep, certain sets of troops, yeah, out on the map already, nearby where you're potentially going to recon, and then you can move a lot quicker, kind of catch them off guard. Sometimes what I'd like to do, yeah, is I'll have one nearby, a set of troops nearby them, yeah, and then I'll send like one bruiser over to them, so it's going to take ages, so they don't think that it's going to come very fast, yeah, right? And then I'll send another bruiser, so they're like, well, he's 4 minutes away. And then I'll send another one, right? So it's kind of like, oh, why is he just sending one, yeah? And then boom, I move over my main lot of troops to attack them and try and wipe them out, because I was go, oh, it's just another one. He's just sending another one troop, yeah? You know what I mean? Just kind of like mind tricks, in a sense. It's a little strategies. Might not work with everybody, right? But it might work that one time and get you some kills, get you some points. But yeah, communication is key in Oakvale. And majority points do, sadly, unfortunately, come from fighting. Try and dominate as much as you can. Hold some buildings you can. It's good experience. You learn to defend. Get your capos lined up correctly. So in your faction club, configure crews, so you can kind of set up like mixed full, bruiser, biker, hitman, biker, bruiser, stuff like that. You might not have as many sections as I do, but you should definitely have a couple at least, just genuinely in the game. Prepare. Literally, moral of it is prepare, and then give it your all. Give it your pure all, right? Trial and error, even switch it up, a little bit. Try something what's not your strength, but give it a try, You can also check out the person as well. So, like, if we go onto here, I don't know who this person is, but once again, he's in the wrong gear. That's what it was straight away. But, jeez, is everyone just not in fighting gear at all, ever? Is no one in fighting gear? Right, so you look at her, so she's Hitman Biker, right? Yeah, so that her main strengths potentially should be Hitman Biker. You can kind of counteract that. Look at reports, you can see if people are consistently using the same formation, kind of work around it. The thing is, right, is I could go on forever about it, right, and I have a little bit. It's a big long spiel, but I'd rather try and answer it in full and in depth. Then obviously this will be on YouTube and people can kind of go back and listen to it, and hopefully it'll help them. But the moral of the story is just kind of prepare. Literally just prepare as much as you can and play as smart as you can, and also be willing to take risks. When you're not going to lose anything permanently, be willing to take risks and try things what you wouldn't normally try in your city or in a gov war, because you'll lose all your troops, right? But be willing to take a risk and maybe pick smartly for who you're going to attack, who's a T4 player. Try to avoid the one who's a 1 billion. Go for the one who's 300, 400 million. Try and counteract it like that. Go for the people who are more likely going to be in your range. Just because you're a T3 player doesn't mean that you're nowhere near as strong as a T4 player, right? Jeez! Thank you very much, Scarlet Crimson Rose, for subscribing. We're now 9 subscribers off our subscribe goal. Twitch. So, the only difference between T4 and T3 and T4 is it's just a different troop. Slightly better stats. But it doesn't mean that you can't be better than them. Back in the day when I used to kind of dominate a city myself personally, and I was only like 250 million to 350 million, right? I had some people come in who were like 200 million, so they were smaller than me. They weren't even a T4 player, right? But I'm going to be brutally honest here and say they whooped my ass, yeah? I can't remember what her name was, right? But she whooped my ass, and if she's watching this, she'll laugh her ass off because she knows it's true, right? Not always. She only got me once or twice, to be fair to you, but I liked it because I learned from my mistakes. You learn from your mistakes in this game, yeah? So, Stoid knows exactly who I'm on about as well. Shout out to Stoid. So, kind of forgot what I was going to say now. Cheers! Thank you very much for subscribing for 3 months in a row, Stoidles. Love you, brother. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, right. So, back what I was going to say. Yeah, I'm in NNV. Back what I was going to say, guys. So, in regards to T3 versus T4, if you have great jewels on your equipment, you focused on your equipment, you've got a great equipment set, you've got great jewels, you've got pretty damn good. Family crystals, you know, and you've worked on your enforcers. There's nothing saying that you can't beat a T4. There's nothing saying you can't beat a T4, yeah? Because it's all about the statistics, right? And how smart, what they're sending, what you're sending, you know, there's a lot that comes into it. But there's nothing saying you can't beat a T4. So never go in your mindset that you can't beat them, because if you do, you're instantly setting yourself at a disadvantage, you know? So give it your all, Wall of Pain. That's my biggest tip. Give it your all, be willing to take risk. I've seen the damage your faction has done. They've done some bits. NMV have done some bits. Jeez, hey, we're 62% off into a hype train. So if anybody wants to subscribe now, get subscribing, everybody. Subscribing. Damn, our record, guys, is actually a level 8 hype train. That's madness, guys. A level 8 hype train. Thank you very much. Sorry, I know it's a long spiel, guys, right? But I feel like that was quite an important kind of subject and question. And most of the time I do answer questions quite quickly. But I thought if I answer it in depth, it might make a better impact on your gameplay. Right, and then the next question, because I'm missing loads of chats here, right? Also, how am I doing, Stoy? Doing good, bro. Doing good. First day back on, obviously, the new position at work. So, doing good. How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh my god, it's G-Man. Did you get my DM of the report I sent you yesterday? You can show it on stream if you want. I don't mind. I probably did, but I don't remember if I opened it. It might have been my other half. Right, so the second question, I'll have a look at it in a minute if you remind me. So, yes, the speed ups are good. And if you need building permits, those are good in the VIP store. Yeah, 100%. There was another question. Where was it at? Where was another question? I can't find it now. But if you see PRA 510 AZX ELS NMV DR GB VIP run not well even then online FCK, don't run, you know, just kind of go with it, you know. You're always, like, even in life, right, you're always going to be faced with someone who might be stronger than you, bigger than you know. But the outside can sometimes be, you know, it doesn't mirror what's on the inside, you know. And especially with this game, knowledge plays a huge part in this game, you know. It really does, because there's a lot of big players, right, even probably in the top 100, who are absolutely crap, pardon my language, absolutely rubbish, you know, and they probably wouldn't even be able to beat anyone in the top 250, top 500, just because they're built horribly. Money doesn't build the best, strongest account in the world. Knowledge does. Money can help you get there, but knowledge is the key, guys, you know. Putting your time and effort into it, trial and error. You learn more from your mistakes than you do your successes, guys, right? And that goes for life too. Good to hear. How was work? Yeah, work was good, bro. Work was pretty good. Pretty much not doing too much to start with, just listening and relearning on that kind of line, because there's obviously a lot what goes into it. But yeah, but this week will kind of be a bit of a chill week, I'd say, more than anything. I bounced immediately. Did you just run away? Yeah. You're very welcome, Wall of Pain. You're very, very welcome. And I hope that helped. I do hope it helped. And you're very welcome for me answering the question as well. That's what I'm here for. You know, if anyone's got questions, I'll do my best to answer it best I can, and to try and show you on stream a little bit as well, because some people, you know, there's different types of learners, right? But showing it definitely does help a lot of people. And obviously that's why people come to my channel, right? To get to see, man. To get to see. I've seen big accounts get battered because they don't understand the game. 100%. 100%. Anybody can buy a $100 pack, but not everybody can utilize that $100 pack, you know? It's... With this game, unfortunately, there's a lot of hyper-focus on certain areas. You know, a lot of people are hyper-focusing on T5s and they're scared. Don't be. Have any of you ran into a T5 yet? 99% of you, probably not. Have any of you been soloed by a T5 yet? I'd say 99.9% of you, definitely not. You know, and will you be in the next 6 months? Most likely not, because they're very few and far between. Only probably 0.1% of the game will actually unlock T5s within the next couple of years. You know, the game will adjust and change through time to make it easier for you to get T5 in the future. Just like they have T4s. T4s are a hell of a lot easier now than it used to be back in the day when me and Stoidles first started playing. Yeah, back in the day, you'd have to drop between like 5k if you knew what you was doing, and like 6 months of time to get T4s. 10k if you had no idea. But the fact of 5k if you know what you're doing, 10k if you don't know what you're doing, that proves that skill and knowledge comes into it as well. Yes, we have a couple in our Gov War. Yeah, see, but what you'll find as well is most of these people who can actually afford to get T5s don't actually have the time to play the game all day either. So you just hope that they don't have loads of people playing on their account active all the time, and you might just get away with it. What's this? Yeah, there's a couple in my Gov War that have T5s, but it hasn't made any difference. Exactly. Most of the time, as I said, people get scared and they hyper focus on the fact, oh, T5. But it's like, in the grand scheme of things, if your faction's 16 billion and you're in Gov War and you're facing PRA's 222 million, it doesn't matter what they're doing, what they've got. You know what I mean? They could be full T5s, they're going to whoop your ass. They could be full T4s, they're going to whoop your ass. It's one of them. It's not about just the T5s, it's about the knowledge what comes alongside it to make it strong. They were fine with us, but last night they were a bit of a rampage. Yeah, why not? It's one of them. That is the game. The game is all about fighting, killing, making the most of it. So literally, embrace it. If someone starts like attacking your faction, try not to get stressed out or upset about it. Try to come up with a plan on how you can counterattack or reinforce them or station them. Try and get a little bit of permanent damage off them. My camera keeps losing focus all the time. Yeah, it keeps losing focus. Been doing it on my videos. See, it's doing it again. Don't know why. Maybe it's the hat. Maybe it's the light. I don't know. But yeah, just go with the flow, man. Just find a solution to any problem. Back in the day, me and Stoidles were in a city where we wasn't the biggest faction by any means, and we had Gov faction before Gov War was even a thing. Gov faction. Come in, and there was number one faction in the whole entire global game with the number one biggest player in the game, came in and absolutely ransacked the whole entire city. The only faction to stand up and fight was Mafia, which was ran by me and Stoid and the rest of the R4s, because instead of sitting down and taking the punches, learn how to give a punch back. Even if it doesn't affect them as much as you think it will, right? Of course it will. Bigger you are, harder you fall. You got to think of it, right? How embarrassing it looks for someone, let's say 3 billion like me, right, to go and lose to a 250 mil person. It's possible and it's doable and it can happen because I don't know what they've got in there. They might have 250 mil of just meat shield. You know what I mean? I could lose. But on the report, right, when people look on the city news, I will look like a right plonker. You know what I mean? And that's my reputation gone down the hill. So if you hit a big guy and you win, and you share it in city chat, get everyone to like it, whack it up in the news, they're going to be raging. They're going to be upset, Whereas you're like, yeah, damn straight I won. Even if you lose a couple fights or they zero you afterwards, you've still got that win under your belt, And you can learn a lot from every single report, even if it's a win or a lose. Stationing is your own stats. The amount of troops you send, which will intercept, attack, reinforce, and send in more troops on top of theirs, and using their own stats. Yeah, so obviously reinforce. Oh, sorry, did someone? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that, G-Man. Difference between reinforce station. Yeah, 100%. Stationing is using your own enforcers, your underboss, your enforcers, and your own statistics. And reinforcing is not using any enforcers or underbosses, just your troops on top of theirs. So if you're stationing, that hit will hit you first before they get through to the person, So if you win that hit, it won't even touch them. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong here, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. The only way you can lose your underboss if you're stationing somebody is if it's a raid. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, you only lose your underboss if it's a raid when you're stationing somebody. I remember a guy from Brazil had 200 mil influence, was zeroed in Gov War, went down to 26 mil. Turns out he had nothing but troops, not even combat gear. Jeez. To be fair to Dragnil. I truly believe it. I truly believe it, because I've seen so many people make so many silly mistakes. It's unreal. And that's kind of what encourages me to make these videos and live streams, because for some reason, for a lot of people, it is very easy to make these mistakes, you know. Especially, you know, for like the way I look at this game, not a lot of people do, and not a lot of people understand it in the detail I do. But that's because I've got 4 years under my belt, you know. Not a lot of people, when they look at the equipment sets, sees pros and cons in every single set, you know. Not a lot of people know that, well, majority should do, and they do know that you need your investment set and you need your architect set, you know. And it's not just for building, construction, it's also for farming, robbing resources and stuff like that. And I think even like resource production, max crew load capacity, all sorts of stuff, diamond production. Like, with this game, there's a lot more in between the lines. You got to read between the lines with this game. It's not just, oh, that's an architect set, that's for construction, that's it. No, that's not the be all and end all with this game. With this game, there is so much which even I don't know. I don't even know the full game. You know what I mean? I don't know half of the bloody game. One inside the wall, other outside, one on you. Jesus Christ. What is White Rook's yapping some eggs, and he's on drugs today. Have a good stream, brother. Much love, Stoidles. Have a great stream, brother, as well. Also, if anybody likes football or PUBG, make sure to go follow my boy Stoidles. He's a great guy, great streamer. So he's pinned up there. Shout out to him. Drop him a follow. Drop him a sub. He's a good guy. Very funny, especially when he rages. And gotta say it now, he's got a better streaming setup than me. You stood. Got a better streaming setup than me, guys. Yeah? Better streaming setup than me. Oh, that's all good. He's all good. But yeah, very proud of Stoid. He's a good friend, and he's smashing it on Twitch. So very proud of him. Very, very proud. And I know some of you have already gone over, subscribed to him, followed him, and go on his live stream. So I do appreciate that. Everyone who's gone above and beyond to help him out. Right. So before we went on a rampage of wisdom spiel, what do you guys think? Should I? Lies. His mic is worth more than my full setup. Thank you, bro. Proud of you too, brother Omar. Listen, it's probably truthful, right? But there's no but, really, can I? I can't really whack a but in that one, can I? It's truthful, but I would rather sit there and watch your entertaining live stream than just watch somebody because they've got a good microphone, brother. You provide value which a microphone cannot give. Ooh, whacking out the stuff here.
Has Alan been zeroed yet?
I do still need to update them. So I've added about 60 million influence since I last was hit. Jeez, has it been that long, G-Man? How long has it been, man? 60 million is a hefty chunk. So how long has it been, G-Man? But 60 million is no easy task, so fair play to you, fair play to you. Tell you what, I better get hitting some kingpens, because I bought loads of energy drinks from the VIP store, because I'm like super cool and I need it. What one do I need? Madame. Right, let me go and check. 5Ps, guys. Preparation prevents piss poor performance. Sometimes you got to go back and forward to ensure that you're doing the right thing. King sets. Is this a Madame? No, that's Merc. So Madame would be this. Yes. And that means that you will be this one. Yes. So we're going to go for the jacket, which is Narc Dealer. I don't know. Well, either way, good man. Good job. Proud of you, G-Man. Proud of you. Keep it up. 60 mil is hefty, 60 mil is hefty. Right. Challenge DMG on the 5Ps. Get your equipment on. Set up your formation, your lineup. Apply the lineup. and then auto or hit one at a time. In my personal opinion, I say hit one at a time. But obviously, because of the lovely street privileges, we can auto attack, right? And we can go anywhere we want as long as we keep the game open. Yeah, he's just gonna hit back and forward, no problemo, no problemo. And you get loads of daily rewards of energy drinks. Saves you so much time and energy. Like this here, we got 2, right? I could sit there, click on it, go and go, then apply an attack and hope it wins, wait for it to move, or I could just click clue inspection. Bosh, done. Easy. You know what I mean? It honestly, guys, it's the best $20 spent on this bloody game. This money hungry game, right? $20 well spent, because the amount of time it saves you in your day-to-day life, crazy. So one of the factions in my city is in your GovWhat. So I watched for the last week. I was confused what VIP were doing when you guys were attacking them. Well, I can only assume losing. I can only assume losing, realistically. But I believe they did do a sneak attack at like 3 a.m. morning, my time. So I woke up and there was literally 1 tower away from me. So I just moved to Stronghold. Do I waste? Well, it's not directly wasting. Do I spend 94,500 gold on 150 crypto coins? Do I do it, guys? And I don't know if I listen to Jasper on this one, because Jasper just says yes anyways, right? He wants me to fail. Do I buy this, guys? Is it worth it? Do I buy it? Is it worth it? Let me know right now, because I need to know right now. Do I buy it? Do I not buy it? Because I'm very close to maxing out kind of my investment center, you know. It's just crypto coins I need for it, really. And this is a way of not having to spend loads of real money, just using gold, which definitely didn't cost real money to get. You know? Do you know? Well, do you need 150 crypto coins? Scarlet Crimson says I wouldn't. So I currently own 719 crypto coins. To buy 100 crypto coins cost 82,000 gold in-game currency. Let's see, can we see crypto coins on here? The coins. Well, that's the $50 pack. $50 pack, you get 150. So buying them 150 coins is like buying a $50 pack, taking in mind, right? So crypto coins are very hard to get and not easy. Let's go, YouTube gang. Yes, crypto coins. Do it. Bird saying yes. Online FCKs saying yes. Follow Jasper. Do I need crypto coins? Yes. Of course I need crypto coins, but is it worth that large quantity? Worth that large quantity. With what you have, I actually might. See, if you look at this here, so the next investment, I'm assuming that, I'm hoping that this isn't the current one I've done. I'm hoping this is going to be what it's going to cost next time, right? Because after I've done this building, I'm going to do it again, which is going to cost 433 crypto coins, right? And let's throw it out there, crypto coins are very expensive. Once again, very expensive, very hard to get. So, you know, after that section will be done. Then it's just these two, and obviously this comes down to Godfather, which we will have, and I assume in about a month the exchange will come out. That's my thoughts. With what you have, I actually might. I'd do it. Yes, it's worth buying it, lol. You know, it's one of them. You guys haven't sold me on it yet, right? You haven't sold me on it, because you guys seem to be in between, right? And I'm in between, yeah? So I'm not certain on it. You guys don't seem to be certain on it. So I don't know if it's a good deal, you know? Is it a good deal? Because it's only 30% off, right? So obviously I bought these ones and I bought these ones, yeah? Because that's 50 and that's 40, but 30%. And I like how the amount what they had purchasable for the 50% off and the 40% off, completely different to the 30% off. The buggers. Absolute buggers. Yeah. Buggers. There you go. That's fine. Sorry, just checking out a message. Oh, do we do it? 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 Ooh, do we do it? We got 300k gold, right? So if I do that, it's only 100k. We still got 200k left. And there's not going to be any events for gold anytime soon, right? Realistically, there's not going to be any events for gold anytime soon, I think. You would have plenty of gold left. See, that's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm kind of thinking. Jasper's saying do it again. Oh my, look, it's my TBF friend, Adam Kelly. I'm assuming you're referring to Jasper. Wait, hold on, Adam, have you gone from Twitch to YouTube? Dragnil has said, do it. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. Oh, listen, last week I had 1.5 million gold. 1.5 million gold last week, guys. 1.5 million gold last week. Now we're sat on 208,000. What has happened? What has happened? Check how much cryptos you need in total to finish all your investments and go from there. It's kind of impossible to check how much you need in total because if we look at this, for example, right, so this one says the next one is 256, but I don't know what the next one after that one is or the next one after that one is. You know what I mean? So when people always give you like, oh, well, you need around 15,000 crypto coins to finish, it's bullshit. So, because nobody knows unless you've fully done it and calculated all the way through. But the people who actually do it don't really have the time or patience to sit there and calculate all the way through because this isn't like an overnight journey. You don't just do it all in one go and calculate it. You do it over time. You know, this is years in the making. Yeah, I was jealous of what you had. Is that why you wanted me to waste all my gold then, Scarlet? So you won't have to be jealous anymore. Is that what it is? I'll have an underboss on MD raid me. 1v1. I'd love to see a 1v1 between Adam Kelly and Jasper. I'd like to see. I think you're both similar size as well, right? Similar knowledge kind of base. So I think that'd be a fair fight. I think it'd be interesting. Do it because that amount is, I think, what you already did. Yeah, but to be fair to you, with the auction event, which I haven't uploaded, which I need to upload. Well, I have uploaded it, I just haven't posted it. With the auction event, I did spend a boatload on crypto coins, to say the least. I can find it down here somewhere. No, can't go back far enough. Unless it was in system. I think it was in system. But as you can see, I've been upgrading my equipment like crazy over the last like couple of weeks. I do need metal, to be fair. I'll take it. Similar size. I'll solo Joker 07. You're similar size, aren't you, Jasper? Adam? Are you not? Are you not similar size? Maybe why? Say exactly. That's why. How much gold have you got, Scarlet? Trust, I have 1 billion. Fair play. Fair play. One day you'll be bigger than me, Jasper. One day you'll be bigger than me. Is it a big flex? Even if I got 0, I'd still be over 1 billion. Is that a flex, guys? Is that something cool to achieve in a game? Even if I get 0, I'd be over 1 billion. Adam is huge. Nah, I don't think Adam's that. Listen, Adam's a very, very wise player. You know, considering the fact that he's kind of just started again in City 500. But I don't think Adam's going to be huge at this point. You know. Come on, Adam. How big are you, fella? How big are you? What's your influence? What is your influence? Also, the one reason I love level 4 Kingpens is the direct relocators. If you don't hit level 4 Kingpens, you are wasting a valuable opportunity, guys. Ooh, we got a nice little contract. Gold coming back. Yeah. I only have 104,000 gold, right? Only Scarlet, only. that Arab money, you know. She'd be riding around in a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? She'll be driving it. She's in the back seat. She's got a driver. She's got a personal driver. 104k gold. Jeez! I only have 6k. 60k gold is a huge chunk as well. If you put that into monetary value, you know, 60k gold, $2, $4, $6, $300, 100k, $500. You know, you put it into perspective like that. Spent it all during last faction call up. Fair play. I did see for it's one of them. There's a lot we can do, you know, with faction call up without spending any money and spending very limited amount of gold. Why is my camera not focusing? Do you know who right? If you can answer this correctly, guys, yeah. If you can answer this correctly, right? Obviously, only Discord only, unfortunately. Sorry, Twitch only. I will give you some points. Yeah, I will give you some Mafia points. Yeah, or Mafia bullets, whatever they're called. Right? If you can answer this correctly, you get 10k. Who is it to blame that my camera keeps going out of focus? The OGs will know. Who is to blame for the camera not going out of focus? And it's not Alan. Before you think it's not Alan. Spent a lot today on the VIP sale. But how much did you have before, Scarlett, before the VIP store? And did you get the SVIP for $20? I'm only 355 million. Adam Kelly, that's not small, bro. That's big. 55 mil versus 355 mil. I tell you what, Jasper, right? Let me use your account. I tell you what, I'll still beat Adam Kelly. Allegations, yeah, allegations. Wifey? No, not the wifey. Oh, I pinned that one, unfortunately. No, not. How do I remove a pin? Delete this. I don't want to. There you go. Unpin this message. No. Guess again. You got unlimited guesses, guys. Yeah. Who is to blame for my camera going out of focus? I was thinking about buying SVIP. So if you've only got 60k gold, it's gonna sound mean. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd only recommend it if you've got a couple 100,000 gold, realistically, right? And the reason I say that is because you got to look at it. You're investing $20 into it, right? So you've got to get $20 kind of worth out of it, yeah? And I've today spent 600k gold, right? And I'd say I've got my money's worth, right? Out of it, right? Because I've bought a boatload, yeah? But if you don't have a couple 100k gold to waste on it, you know, to try and get as much value out of it as you can, I wouldn't, if that makes sense. No. You or your dog? No. Challenge accepted. I'll bet on that. I'll bet on it. Adam, I wouldn't take that disrespect. Ooh. I didn't spend on the SVIP. Okay, so how much gold have you spent on the event today, Scarlett? So, the person to blame for the camera not focusing, and he's definitely not in this live stream, but it's the tech guy. Yeah, it's a tech guy. Right? Because this camera, right, which keeps going in and out of focus, was bought as a gift for me from the tech guy, right? So, what I think we need to do right now, guys, yeah, is go into Discord, right, and at tech guy, right? We can just actually at tech guy. Why does mine, but you put Connor's camera keep going in and out of focus? What have you broken? You know what I mean? Just gotta ask the question, right? Because he bought it and he's the tech guy, right? So if he bought it and he's the tech guy, he's gotta be the guy who's broken the camera, right? Can't be me. Good news, I'm very close to T4. Cheese! Good job, my friend. Proud of you, Muffin. Keep it up. You'll be T4 in no time. It's a lot different to get T4 these days than it was obviously back in the day. I spent about 60k today trying to get my T4s. You're not T4 yet, Scarlet. Did you get the these? See, I spoke about it. See, the issue we're right is going live after I made a 30 minute right ranting about everything to do with VIP store, like almost every single item, right? And if it's worth it, if you're a big player, small player, kind of went into detail, you know, I went into detail. And the grand scheme of things, right? So you got to look at it. If you buy all of this together through with your gold, right? Yeah, you're getting 3,000 altogether, 3,000 of these items, right? What you need to kind of upgrade the buildings, yeah. And that costs 20. But if you buy the family material building pack, right, you get 700 times 4, right? Because you could buy 4 of these, 4 weeks worth, right? Obviously you've got to wait 4 weeks, but you're going to get 2,800 out of it, yeah. And you don't have to spend your gold to get that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you could spend your gold on these ones and then spend the $20 on 4 weeks worth of family material packs and get 3.8k of whatever ones you want to choose out of it, right? It's one of them that there's so many different avenues on this game. Kind of like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? You know, there's so many counter arguments, right? It riddles the fact of, is any video I've ever made factual or is it not? Because you could probably argue every single point in this game for someone being right and someone being wrong. You probably could, but realistically, it's a mad one. It really is. Right. Sorry, just replied to a message. As we always say, we reply to family. Family comes first. I'm almost to them. What level are your free buildings at, Scarlett? All right, let's hit another narc dealer. Why not? We're feeling a bit ruthless today. Have we still got our buff on? Yes, sir. So what happened to your account? You started in City 500. So it's now called Peter Pan 1. And it's just sat there at 9 million, living its best life. Do you think it's worth buying the jewel crate at the VIP store? See, don't get me started on that topic, electrician. But I will go into it for you, right? Even though it's in the video, so like honestly, it's like no point in anyone. Yeah. So, my honest and brutal opinion of buying jewel crates from the store is massively on the fact of it's a huge gamble, and every time I've opened jewel crates, 99% of the time I've got plains and I've got greens. I don't get anything good, you know, and that's with opening all the way up to grand ones, like not like that, like this, yeah, like this. You got to look at it, right? You've got the option between getting plain all the way up to grand, right? That's where they sell you, right? Yeah, come, you'll get grand. The likelihood of you getting it is probably 0.01%, right? Not the best odds, you know. It's not the best way to get them. I truly believe it's not the best way to get jewels, you know. But if you go for the purple ones, where are the purple ones? Hold on, these ones here. This one gives you simple 2 elite. See, this one tickles me a little bit more, right? Because even if I buy them, getting 15 simple jewels is not bad, as long as they're attack ones. If they're not attack ones, it's a flop, right? You've lost out, right? You've been robbed. But at least you're going to get simple minimum. You know what I mean? And they should be cheaper. Makes more sense. But either way, it's still a huge gamble, and you're more likely to get nothing than you are something. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to sound silly, but it's kind of true. To get jewels, the kind of best way to do it is just by dating your babes daily. I don't think you can get them from Kingpens. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it's just contract from Kingpens. But you know, scavenger hunt, casinos, like even like doing your faction. I think you can get some from like your gifts, stuff like that. You get given crates for like events and rewards and stuff. Faction call up is a good one because you look down here. We just got some jewels. Then obviously it's not kind of what you want, but they give you jewels. You know, like this, all the way through. You know, being an active faction is definitely a big key to things. The jewel packs are probably more worth it than the other $4.99 ones. They're not, realistically. But it's a slow and steady situation, you know. Even more so now with the legacy jewels coming out, it's just pure chalky waffles. I don't even have one. I probably won't have one for a long time, because getting 6 grand legacy coins, it's not easy and it's not cheap at all. Nowhere near like just like easy, doable. It's just not realistic. Hostage interrogation room at 24. Wow, that's good. What about the other one? Because there's 3. Interrogation faction club. What's your faction club at? I'm almost to them. I swear the worst building to get to 25 is the hostage cell. I think they're all just as bad as each other, realistically, right? But that might be just the last one you did, so just worse. How much did you spend to unlock T5s? I haven't got T5s yet, Samuel, but I'm on my way. I've still got buildings to unlock. So if I click star up and I click go, so I still need to get these to level 10. So most of these are level 8 and level 9. So I still need to get them to level 10 to upgrade this building to level 10. And then I can work my way more down, obviously, the investment center. So I can do more into this, but I'm just trying to get everything to level 10 to try and cross off one goal, one task, and then move on to another. Because if I'm dabbling into this, dabbling into buildings, you know what I mean? You're spending money a lot more wildly, you know, instead of trying to focus and be as smart with, you know, your resources as possible in game. Monthly faction call up task gives you a lot. Yeah, the faction call up does definitely give you a good chunk, to be fair to you. It definitely does. Yeah. If it's one of them, right? Everything you need in the game you will get through time, just not as quick as if you spent money. Realistically, it just take time. You know? Well, there's certain things you kind of will never really get much of. Like, to be fair to you, I don't think you'll ever get many legacy coins. I'm just being brutally honest, because I don't have many legacy coins myself. I don't think many people ever get many of them, especially if you're a free player. You know, crypto coins, you won't get too many of them. Family currencies, that one. To be fair to you, family currencies, they seem to be not overly generous, but they seem to be half decent at providing them. But I'm also looking at as from my difficulty level is 35, so I might get better rewards than lower level ones. I'm not sure, but they don't seem to be too bad. I remember seeing you on the news unlocking them. I must have mistaken. Well, listen, I'm going to be honest, I'm playing on the wrong account. And if I've unlocked them, right, where the hell are they at? You might have saw me, Samuel, for unlocking mansion level 10, because you do get put on the news for that, because obviously you get a nice fancy turf skin. Obviously not that, you just get like a, hold on, show you it. Yeah, so your turf skin turns into that instead. Just a little bit different. Maybe it'll star 10. Yeah, I think it'll star 10, to be fair. But it's cool that you saw me on the news, though, at least. I think everyone got it to trending number 1. You know, headline number 1, which is kind of sick, to be fair. But yeah, also, everyone right now, make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit like, share the live stream out, help your boy out. If I've ever given you a tip, right, or taught you something on the game, or helped you, share my stream, please, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for your answer. No worries. Did I give you an answer? Oh, yeah, I did, yeah. Do I think dual crates... do I think it's worth buying dual crates in the VIP store? In short, electrician, even though I did go for it, no. I'd say no. I'd say it's better spent elsewhere. Bigger account is in 325. Big faction, second biggest. So have you got multiple accounts then, Scarlet? I'm assuming from what you're saying. My faction is 25 with 1 star. Your faction is 25 with 1 star. What do you mean? Your faction is 25 with 1 star? What your turf? Your turf is 25 star 1. Okay, second biggest. I do have 3. Jeez, fair play. Sounded a bit like me there, having multiple accounts. You're very welcome, though, electrician. If anyone's got any questions, ask them away now whilst I'm live and I'm here. You know, I was only going to do a 30-minute live stream, but we're an hour in. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, just ask them away, and I will do my best to advise. the best I can. And it seems to be today I'm going in depth and in quite a bit of detail about things. No idea why. Just we get a good chunk of gold back, you know, guys. Look at that. We're getting a good chunk of gold back, you know. This time next year, might have 1 million back again. We might have 1 million back soon, guys. Right. Mute that, and then I can my own music on. Yeah. Do you know? I obviously in the future I would like to start obviously a podcast for the Grand Mafia, right? So I have been debating it, right? But it's kind of like doing it, right? But I do still kind of want to do like a video, even if it's a podcast or not, just like my experience, right? From 4 years ago on the game to now, what has changed? Has it got better? You know, it's like that alone could be a podcast episode. You know, the difference between 4 years ago on the game to on the game now. You know, hold on, sorry, down on it. Where are you going to upload? Sorry, when are you going to upload some fighting? I tell you what, right? I do have fighting videos recorded. I do. I have hours and hours and hours of fighting videos recorded. Most of them are actually on that computer in the background there. I do have some on my laptop. I don't know. I just don't ever. When it comes to like recording, right, and like live streaming fighting, what's the rewards like for your radar? What do you mean for my scavenger hunt? The thing is, right, is when I'm live streaming, right, and I'm recording fighting, I never fight as good as I normally do because I'm too focused on kind of like entertaining a little bit and educating instead of just fighting, you know, which I like to try and show the best version of kind of like what's going to help people, and me not being on top form is not going to teach people loads, you know. Well, it might. I don't know. It's the issue is I kind of hold myself to kind of like a higher standard, right? So I'm a picky bugger. So if it's not up to the standard I like, even if I won the fight, even if it's not up to the standard I like, I just kind of just fob it off and put it in some random file with about 1 million other recordings. I've got about altogether. I've probably got about 2 terabytes of videos and probably 500 gigabytes of like fighting potentially. Also, I checked through some of my like old videos stuff. I have videos from 2020 of the Grand Mafia, guys. So would it be interesting for me to maybe upload like a montage, or like clips of like old school like videos? Some of them, I think some of them are even me fighting back in the day, you know. And that was like when you couldn't change cities, you know, you didn't have Gov War. Would that be interesting, guys? Would be cool to see some honest reaction to fighting. Maybe you're a menace in disguise. Maybe. To be fair to you, I used to be more of a menace back in the day than I am now. I'm being honest here. Brutally honest, I used to be more of a menace back in the day. People used to hate fighting me back in the day because of just like mind tricks. They just never knew what was going to come. They just never knew what was going to come, and I was always a step ahead of everyone. I'm sure VIP would love you to love you to live stream next God of War battle. They might turn. I'm going to be honest with you, Stephen. I doubt it, brother. I think every step of the way, anything they've done has been stopped. You know what I mean? Where's my girlfriend? Downstairs, maybe in bed. I'm not even sure, to be fair to you. I was only meant to come upstairs, record a couple of videos, and go back downstairs, but I recorded a couple of videos, and then I felt like you guys deserved a bit of motivation, a bit of preaching, a bit of content today. But it's cool to see you in a live stream, bro. You've actually got a shout out in a couple of my videos coming up. Fair to you, bro. So forward to them. But like the time I've seen VIP do the best was when they did a surprise attack early in the morning. But as far as I'm aware, NMV took hold of that very quickly. Would you say defense after T4? As in start working on defense after T4? Also, what did you mean by rewards like on my radar? Are you on about referring to scavenger hunt? Because if it's referred to scavenger hunt, I can show you kind of what I get here. The rewards are pretty damn good, to be fair. They're not nothing crazy, but they are pretty good. Jeez, thank you very much for following. Grey Dem. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Make sure to say hello in chat, get to know everybody. You know, to be fair, the rewards aren't too shabby. Look at that, like as I said, you know, doing your scavenger hunt, you know, and hitting casinos will get you jewels, you know. Doesn't mean they're gonna come, you know, very often, but you know. What enforcers would you recommend to buy? Well, that question's easier said than answered. It kind of depends on what you're building for. Are you building for biker bruiser, hitman, biker? What you're building for, Scarlet? You know, realistically, you kind of want, or kind of depend. How big of a money spender are you, Scarlet? You know what I mean? Another question to it, you know. It's one of them, you can go for specific ones, right? Or you can just over time slowly buy the $4.99 packs for like every, well, majority of them, you know, like paid enforcers, and just slowly over time you'll just get them up to grand, you know. Probably take like a year or something like that, but maybe not a year, I don't know. 6 months, maybe something like that, you know. As well as if you're looking to get paid enforcers, the Path of Kings is actually also a very good pack because it gives you tokens, and then you can choose which paid enforcer. So there's not all of them on there, but out of the list you can choose which ones you want to invest them into, and you get investment jewels and some other random stuff. I'm buying every $4.99 enforcer pack every day. Yeah, see, that's the way I did it. Obviously, other than, you know, the sneaky 20, 1500s. No, but we don't talk about that. You know, patience is a virtue. But that is kind of the wisest way to do it, is just stick to the $4.99 packs. Obviously, they come around in like cycles, you know, so you might get Red Fawn today, then you won't have it for another 3 weeks. You know, it could be like that. Cheap gold packs are good. What do you mean cheap gold packs? AM, you got me scared there by saying that. What we're referring to, cheap gold packs, bro? What we're referring to here? Do you have the legendary enforcers, the free shards? No, definitely not. Well, I can. Yeah, I do actually. I do. I do. I have Blade. I have him right here, guys. He's never ever, and I can put down everything. He is not getting up to grand. Never. Some people would say, you know, you're never going to be able to compete against the big guys, you know, if you don't have these. My opinion is, not factual. As long as you're a smart player, you can overcome it. You know, yes, that's nice. Yeah, right. Yes, it's nice to have Hitman attack plus 60 and Biker attack plus 60, but is it gonna absolutely set me at a ginormous disadvantage? Probably not. You know, just try and work to their weaknesses and play as smart as you can, learn as you go. It's just hope that they've not built in an area what you've built in, and you know, you can kind of get them statistics up, you know, where they haven't. I focused on my gun hitmen, just finished my bikes now, doing knives. Are you referring to like paid enforcers, G-Man, there, or what do you mean by that? I got Sicaro for bikers. Yeah, Sicaro, he's a good one. He was the first ever one I got up on one of my other accounts, to be fair to you. He's a good one to have. Biker Bruiser, but eventually all the good ones. Biker Bruiser, so click on Biker. You go through him. He gives you 30%, 50% defense for HP. You know, you kind of got to look into it, right? So I'm giving you top 3 stats. So I'm going to give you individual troop stats, right? So like Biker, Bruiser, Hitman, yeah. So I'm going to give you, as this one here, gives you Biker, Biker, attack, defense, and crew HP, which is the top 3 stats, which top 3 stats are very, very important. Mamacita, Biker attack, defense, and Biker HP. So she's a good one to get. Bubba, he's free, but he's also a good one to have. Fang, he's free. I think is Fang free? I think he is. I could be wrong. Fang might not be free. You know, he probably isn't free. I could be wrong. Sakaro, he is a good one. I do like him. To be fair, personally, I do really like him. Good old Hector. Fang isn't. Yeah, I didn't think he was. No, Fang isn't. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Lewis, are you going to get any of the legendary enforcers? Do you have the free shard $99 pack ones up? Are you going to invest into that? You're a man of knowledge. To be fair to you, it would be interesting to have Mr. Lewis. Obviously, people on Twitch, you can't see him, but he's in YouTube. I'm sure you've probably seen his comments on YouTube. It'd be interesting to have him on a podcast, to be fair to you. CJ's free, Captain free, Vinny free, Blade, he's rip off. Uka, she's paid, I assume. Once again, she's an alright one. Obviously, comes with crew HP. So it all depends. You know, it really depends if you're trying to just hone in on just pure biker stats, or if you're happy, you know, getting a little bit of the top 3 as well. You know, people have different opinions on it. So, as I've said before, people class the Powerhouse Raid is a row of paid enforcers which have top 3 statistics: crew attack, crew defense, crew HP. You know. Some people believe that if you do an individual stat, so like biker, all the way through, kind of, you know what I mean, you're going to be stronger than if you do the top 3. But the thing with the game is it does confuse me a little bit from time to time, because in theory, the top 3 statistics, right, the crew HP, crew defense, crew attack, right, in theory should benefit every single troop type, right? So Biker, Bruiser, Hitman, attack, like defense, it should, in theory, all go up together. So, riddle me the reason why. In theory, it makes sense, and you'd want to always use the ones which have the top 3 statistics, right? But it also doesn't. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Makes sense, right? But it doesn't make sense. It's weird. Fat Enforcer Titan always looks funny to me. Looks so to be fair, he does look a bit funny. And he does look pretty badass a little bit. You know, you wouldn't want him to sit on you in a dark alleyway. You know what I mean? You really wouldn't. But I don't know. Nah, I know I'm never gonna get him. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, in Earn Gold, you can buy 99. AM, you got me very, very worried, my friend. I'm very, very worried. You got my heart racing, anxiety rising. AM, I need you to listen to me real quick. This is just me and you, AM, yeah? Forget all of the other 20, 30 people watching live right now. This is between me and you, AM. This is me and you right now, yeah? Friend to friend, right? Please, never, ever buy any of these packs unless it's for faction call-up. So these packs here, right? These are not going to benefit you for, like, growing in the game. They're not going to benefit you at all by buying these packs, yeah? The only time you want to buy them packs is for... hold on. Let me reset this, if I can get one. See, I'm wasting gold here just to try and help you, AM, right? Please, give me one. Oh, I'm wasting so much gold. But it's for you, AM. It's for you. Right. So, AM, you see this here? It says purchase 7 packs, excluding exclusive privileges and super save packs, right? So, with this here, the way to do it cheap as possible, instead of buying like 7 $5 packs, yeah, you can go on to Earn Gold and you can buy 7 of these, right? So you can do it cheaper by doing it that way. But to get your money's worth, right, and to benefit in the game, please never, ever, ever buy the earn golds ones. It won't be beneficial for you. There's no true gain in this. There really isn't. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, and I wish someone told you in the past. You know, that just reinforced the fact that I need to make a video on packs, you know. I wish I had more hours in a day. I really do. So, AM, what I recommend to you, my friend. Hold on, have I still got a boost on? I used a chunk of gold there doing that, but it was worth it for you, AM. It was worth it, right? Yeah. So, AM, this is still to you. I'm still talking to you, AM. Right? I'm still talking to you, AM. Your money is better spent on super save packs. Yeah. Right. Where ignore the pound sign, dollars if you use the website. So let's use this for example, right? So, or the gold one, right? So you purchase this for $10. For the next 30 days, you're going to get 18,000 gold, which is almost, including the 1,700 you get instantly for purchasing it, is almost $100 pack worth of gold, right? And every single day you come on and you claim that reward, yeah? And with Smuggler's Supply, you purchase, you instantly get 1,700 gold. Log in daily to get a total of 10,500 gold, 120 hours of speed ups, 66 million resource over 30 days. So every day you come in and you collect these. Yeah? You know what I mean? Right, so super safe packs are great. Exclusive privileges packs can be fantastic if you need to grow. You might not have, obviously, the training one if you haven't gone past God of War 3. But if you need to grow, if you haven't got everything up to level 25 building wise, this could be a great one to have. I think it also gives you some other extra bonuses, but this one's a good one. Free privileges is still good as well because you get all the extra energy and makes life a little bit easier. And $5 packs, pretty much every single $5 pack you will ever see on the game is pretty much worth it. You know, every $5, well, I'd say 98% of $5 packs are worth it, guys. Yeah, but you should never, ever, ever buy the earn gold packs unless it's a faction call up. You get decent gold from buying other packs. Yeah, 100%. Money's better off spent elsewhere. You're not going to find another $1 pack, but it's better to spend that extra $4 and get something that's going to benefit you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I understand now and got it. Thank you for the explanation. Sorry you had to spend all that. Oh, don't worry. Listen, I'm more than happy to waste all of my... Well, it's not even wasting. I'm happy to use all of the stuff I have on my account just to help anybody on the game. I'm here to teach and help and guide, I'm willing to take that risk and that sacrifice for the betterment of your gameplay and for your guys' future. That's why I'm here. I want you guys to enjoy the game to the fullest, because it's easy to put blocks up in the game and stop fighting, stop having fun, and stop enjoying it and get into the dramas and the politics of the game, but it really doesn't matter, because you got to look at it 5 years from now, you probably won't be playing the game, so don't get into the dramas, don't get into the politics, just live the game, just enjoy the game for what it is, but whilst you're playing the game, smart as you can, $5 packs, my friend, and if you need to reach out to me at all, AM, on Discord, please, I beg you, AM. If you ever need help, message me on Discord because it seems like you need some good people in your corner guiding you and teaching you the right directions of the game, my friend, and I'm happy to be that person for you. Right, the 99-cent pack, the 99-cent one you have to... I use it to get medicine. Yes, I guess in theory that is also a good use of the $1 pack there is for medicine for the Sanitarium. You get an extra 60k, I think, if you buy a pack. But you also don't need to do it. You can also just do your dailies every day and just take your time. It all depends what situation you're in. But yes, good shout there, White Rook. Need to purchase 2 packs to get medicine to get 40k meds. What do you mean you need to purchase 2 packs? It was only one before. The legendary forces are incompatible with mortgages. When I win the lottery and don't have a mortgage, I would consider buying one. Fair play. If you win the lottery, Stephen, would you consider buying me one too, maybe? You know what I mean? Sound good? Sound like a fair deal? I tell you what, I'll make you a mutual deal there. If I win the lottery, all right, I will buy you one before I buy me one. Yeah? Deal? It's 2, and it's a part of your dailies when Sunny is full. Dimmer down. Right, 2 seconds. Let me change accounts, and I can have a look. Because I've never seen that change before, but I kind of want to just verify that. I want to kind of... Not saying you're lying. I'm not saying you're lying to me, brother. We finished that pen, yeah. Let me change equipment stuff so I'm protected whilst I'm off the game. Right, let's have a look here. So, is it this account? Is this the right account? Nope, that's the wrong account. This account. Go away. It's 2. Right, that's fine. Yeah, I read that one. 11k each. We will both get all 3. Jeez. Well, listen. How much are you going to be winning? That's the question, bro. How much are you going to be winning? We're gonna have to win. The big lottery. You know what I mean? Is it Euro Millions? I believe. Honestly, I used to do the Set for Life lottery, but got a bit. But to fair to you, I think every single time I did, like the Set for Life in UK lottery, it always, like, I'd say 9 out of 10 times, always gave me like my money back or more. I just stopped doing it. Obtain gold from a pack purchases exclusive privilege super saver. So I'm here to be devil's advocate, White Rook, and say, you're chatting monkeys, chalky waffs. You just need to purchase 1 pack, right? It's only saying purchase gold from pack purchases, and that's it. I'm gonna go on a whim here, on a limb or whatever it's called, and say you only need to purchase $1 pack for it, and you've been getting scammed, and you've been purchasing 2. You know what I mean? That's my guesstimate, brother. You've been getting scammed. I'm sorry to tell you, but the game has been fingering you. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Jeez, we've got 30 people watching us live. If you're watching on YouTube, smash the like button. We shouldn't have 15 likes, right, with 20 people watching. Yeah? That doesn't make sense to me. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the bloody like button. Right, Right, let's go back to the big boy account. Damn, that's like $10. They scam it. You've been getting scammed big time, brother. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm one of them. Even more so this year. I'm trying to be. I'm as you guys could probably imagine. Through seeing the live streams and just the fact, obviously. Jeez, we just jumped up 4 likes. Damn. Can we get 1 more like to make it 20, guys? Can we smash 20 likes on YouTube? As you can probably notice, guys, I'm overly nice, right? And I like to, well, I don't like to, but I do. I cater to people, and I try to avoid hurting people's feelings. Try to be as nice as I can. But this year, I'm a little bit more assertive. And at the moment, playing a lot of devil's advocate, and so far so good. People appreciate sometimes people appreciate the harsh truth, and even if they don't appreciate it in the moment, they should appreciate it in the long run at some point when they fully click onto it. You know what I mean? And understand it. Because if someone's going in the wrong direction, be that in life, in the game, your 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 60 seconds of advice, and observation can make a difference in their life, in their gameplay overall. People don't realize, but the skills you have on a game, right? So if you have really, really good leadership skills on a game, organizational skills, great, very strategic, that's not just a game. That's you as an individual, right? You know what I mean? Like that is you as a person. You are. You should like literally. If you're good in game, right? Strategically, organization, leadership skills, that can go into real life too. That can go into your personal life. That can go into your jobs. That can go into your future, running a business. You know, all of the things you use in a game to be best in the world in a game, right? Yeah. Also play into real life. So you need to understand the skills you have in a game are also going to be the skills you have in real life too. You know, for the most part. There's some variations. Right, so thanks for your YouTube. It helps me a lot. How many T2 should I have before I break 400 mil? I tell you what, somebody did comment that. I think I missed it because I was already on answering one question. Here we go. Right, do you suggest I train a lot of T1s and T2 troops? And if so, what's a good amount to have for each? I currently use T1 bikers for Rob, but I definitely need more. Right, so that was from AM. Is AM still in chat? Does anybody know? Is AM still here? Hopefully AM's still here. AM, if you are here, pop a message. Yeah. So, but hold on, let's see. Is Direwolf, are you on Twitch still? I think that's right there. That's fine. AM, are you here? Direwolf, are you here? It's easier for me to kind of explain on voice than it is, Yes, AM's here. Awesome. So we just need to see if Direwolf is it. AM, are you Direwolf or is that someone different? How much energy or stamina have we got? Yeah, we got a good chunk. Go again. Go again. Right, so AM, are you Direwolf? No, I'm not Wolf. Okay, right. So, see, when people say how many T2s should I have before I break 400 million, it doesn't directly go off of influence. But I'm one of them. I'm a big believer. Until you get to like a very, very strong level, in general, I always like to say to people, do your best to try and keep your investment influence higher than your troop influence for as long as possible. At some point that's going to change, and the tables are going to turn. Right, the tables are going to turn. Yeah, it's the same advice I asked you about 2 to 3 months ago. I was 300 mil, and now I'm 500 mil. Jeez. Well, I'd like to say, or SG, that sounds like I've given you some half decent advice. Hopefully. I tell you what, right? I tell you what, OSG, are you in Discord? Can you send me what advice I sent you? So then maybe I can see what's the difference to the advice I'd advise now to what it was 2-3 months ago. That'd be interesting to see what advice I gave then, what I'd give now, because every day's a school day, as they say. Every day's a learning day, So my opinion on the game or on a certain topic might change depending on a conversation I have, with somebody. I'm guessing I would love to see that advice. So my advice, right, before obviously, if he sends it to me, so AM, this is to you again. Oh, I explained to you, did I? I can send you again. I can if you want, bro. Yeah, not a problema, no problema. You can send it. So you're doing the right thing, AM, by using T1 bikers as Robin, right? So depending on how many crew spaces, slots you have, right? How many crews you have to send out depends on how many you need. So roughly people need between like 1.5 million to 1.7, 1.8 million bikers. But if you're finding yourself struggling to, rob 5, 6, 7, however many you've got, full loads, make sure, first of all, that you've watched Connor Farrington's YouTube video on how to farm correctly. Make sure you got your equipment on, your specialty set correctly, everything set right, yeah? And if it's not that, train some more, all right? Because you don't want over amount of it because the T1s. T1s are weak, T1s are squishy, all right? Yes, they're very cheap and very easy to train, but they're also very, very easy to kill, right? So T1s shouldn't be our meat shield, right? Because back in the day, I used to have T2 and T1 as my meat shield, right? And then I learned. So if you asked me a year ago, I would have probably said, yeah, have T1s. Well, 2 years ago, probably. Have T1s. They're good. They're not. You don't want to have T1s for meat shield, just for farming. And the reason you have them for farming is because they're cheap, easy to replace, and less likely for people to even hit them if they recon it, just because they're not going to get many points from it. It's not really worth much time, The likelihood of you pulling back and, a lot goes into it, right? Other than that, T2s will be your meat shield. How many T2s should you have? I have no idea. All depends on kind of your size, where you're at, what you need, what's your situation, what city are you in, how big are you, how big are your opponents, what are you in your city ranking, how good are you at fighting, how risky are you, how much of a ballsy player are you, do you jump into battles willy-nilly, or do you hold back, do the 5 Ps, preparation prevents piss poor performance? Many different players. Grand scheme of things, you can start with trying to get 1 to 1.5 million of each T2. Take in mind, guys, when it comes to troops, you don't need to have cars. Yeah, so Ghetto Blasters, M32 Cruisers, Rocket Rhinos, Hellfires, right? So all you need, yeah, is to have like maximum 100k Hellfires, and if you wanted, you can have 50k Rocket Rhinos if you got T4s, yeah? You don't need loads, you don't need an excessive amount, because mainly you'll be using them just for like breaching someone's turf if they've got a big wall, blah, 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 blah. But there are some like tricks and tips of obviously putting some cars into battles, but we're not getting onto that, right? Nonetheless, grand scheme of things, if you're not a really, really big person, 1.5 million should suffice, If you're starting getting bigger, you got a lot of stronger people than you in your city, start bumping it up 2 million, 2.5, 3 million, and slowly work your way up from there. Set yourself goals, and I'd say try to keep them as equal as you can. Don't make any weaknesses or cracks for them to kind of slip in. So keep it quite equal for T2s, and then T4s, T3s are for fighting. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're only T3. T3s will be fighting your T4s will be fighting and T3s. But the great thing is, if you're T4, is you can also kind of have T3s as somewhat of a backup, meat shield in a sense, another kind of layer, of the lasagna for them to break through. But the direct amount of what you need, it all changes, and that's the thing, it varies. Sorry, not me. That's all good, don't worry. So I'd say the minimum you want, realistically, to be comfortable, and I'm not on about someone who's just 100 mil here. I'm on about like, like you're a couple 100 million, you're fairly established, and you want to kind of, dabble your toes into being like a little bit more protected kind of sense, but you're not in the biggest city, against fighting the biggest people, because that makes a huge difference, right? But like 1.5 million of each, that's a kind of good starting place, and over time you want to kind of bump them up. Yeah, I think that's kind of a good place to start with it. Let's have a look here. Let's see what advice old Connor would say. Oh, look, it's me. It's me. Jeez. Look how much the stream, it looks beautiful now, guys. Is that the old camera or the new camera? That's the new camera. So that's the new camera. So before, so that was before. This is what you had before. Biggest tip I can say to anyone is learn your formation. Formation is very valuable, yes. So that's what you had before, right? So you had a good amount of T3s there, quite a nice equal split. Obviously equal split of T2s as well, but obviously just not many. equal split of T4s. I'm looking forward to seeing what you've done now, my friend. Let's see. Cheese! He's worked up nicely there. That's beautiful, that is. You're doing good. I'd like to see your hard hitters get up to 1 mil as well. To be fair, to equal that out a little bit more, I'd like to say. But yeah, that is a nice meat shield, that, bro. 2.5 mil of each. Very, very nice. One thing I will say though, OSG, is your oh yeah, look at the updated kind of like stream, kind of like there. I'd say you definitely need more T1 bikers, bro, for Robin. That's the kind of thing I would say. You do definitely need more T1 bikers. I'm not seeing any cars here as well, bro. You're going to need a little bit of them. But when you're breaching the turf, it makes a difference. Some people may say it doesn't, but trust me, there's a reason why they've implemented it into the game. It's valuable. Same with defense. It's extremely valuable. Some people say it isn't. Trust me, it is. If it wasn't valuable, it wouldn't be in the game. You know, the game is here to take your money, right? But they're not here to waste your full life. You know, there's reason and purpose behind everything in this game. So you need some Hellfires, and you need a little bit of Rocket Rhinos. Get your hard hitters up to 1 mil each minimum. Get your Daredevils up to 1 million or whatever, 1.5 million, and then start working on your T4s as well to 1 million, bro. You know, and then you could just cycle it. So as soon as you kind of get, so as soon as, like, let's say, right, so let's put this into perspective, yeah. So let's say, right, what's your name? I can't call you OSG, right? So Zola, right? So for Zola's example, right? So if he gets 1.5 million T1 bikers, right, for Robin, yeah. Don't need to touch T2s at the moment. Fantastic. Gets T3s up to 1 million each, yeah. Awesome. Get your T4s up to 1 million each. Fantastic, yeah. And then I'd go back to T3s, get them up to 1.5 million each, right? And then I'd go to T2s, get them up to 3 million each, because obviously it's not as hard for T2s. They're a lot cheaper, a lot quicker to train. You know, get them up to there. If you're a spender, which looks like you spend a little bit, I'd like to say, potentially. I haven't looked at your account fully. But if you're a bit of a spender, you can get, and you're past Gov War 3, you can get exclusive privileges and do 2 training lots at one time if you want to try and bulk up your meat shield. Quick way to do it, you train in 2 at a time. You could probably train 2 lots every single day because they don't take too long. Hold on, I can probably, let's see what they're like for me. For 24k takes 2 days. So averagely, probably people would train, like, realistically, like 7k, 8k, maybe 10k max. So as I said, like, you could train 2 lots a day, you know? So it could, you know, you're talking within like a month, you could have a full, you know, a full chock up of a meat shield there, you know? It's just not a like, this wasn't made overnight. Like, this is taking a long time. Like, even watching back the videos, guys, you know, like 6 months ago, I was probably like 2 billion, even probably maybe less. You know, we've done a huge jump up on this game. Like, just like us trying to reach top 100 globally in the game. We're now ranked 83rd. Because a lot of people are getting zeroed and wiped the fudge out as well, guys. Which is crazy. Okay, cool. Thanks for tips on the T1s and T2s again. I appreciate it. No worries. That's what I'm here for. Literally. Use and abuse me, guys. In the best way, not the worst way, please. Nice, my new goal. Awesome. We all need goals. Lost many T4s this Gov War. Alright, fair enough. I'll let you off then. 1 mil each T4s, like you said. You basically said 1 mil T2s and 500k T4s and grow further on. Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, you need to set yourself kind of like, as I said, a goal, right? You set yourself a goal of like, I want 500k of each of this, and then as soon as you obtain it, yeah, then just keep going up and up and up, setting yourself goals. You know, T4s are not easy, right? So you obviously set your first goal at 500 of each, then up to 750. It's not going to be done overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take, you know, energy. It's going to take resources. But once it pays off, right? You know, once you've done it and you look after your account, you don't have to worry about it too much. Then, you know, it kind of, you've got that bit of security, safety blanket, you know. But please also take in mind, guys, a meat shield, right, is a deterrent. It is protection from maybe 1 or 2 hits, depending on how big you are, how much big of a meat shield you have, your stats, their stats. You know, it's not there to completely save your life. It's not going to stop you from getting 0. That's not what the purpose of a meat shield is. You know, it's a buffer. It's a safety net. So I know with my meat shield, I could probably take a couple of hits minimum, and I know that I've got time to get on. You know what I mean? I've got a good 10, 15, 20 minutes to get on if I'm getting hit, you know, before they probably start chopping down my T3s, maybe going into T4s, you know. Well, I don't. Well, I've got over 100k, 100 million really, but you know what I mean? You can't prepare for the worst. Sorry, prepare for the best, expect the worst, right? Is that right? Prepare for the best, expect the best. Is that right? Is that it? Am I saying it wrong? Why have I forgotten a saying which I always say? Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. There you go. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, right? So always prepare for the worst case scenario, but hope for the best situation, you know? Just being aware of yourself, you know, like if you know you're going to be offline for a day or a long time, or you're going in the hospital and it doesn't have signal internet, there's no shame in whacking a 1-day bubble. Every now and again, once in a blue moon, you'll see me bubbled. And that's because I know I'm not going to be there to protect myself. Would I either want to ego play, right, and potentially lose X amount of money what's been put in the game, you know, and everything, which I will... If I got 0, there's no way I'd come back from it. There's no way. It costs tens of thousands to even think about getting back to where I'm at now, right? So either put a 1-day bubble on, protect everything I've built up, right, for a day, not ego play, or ego play, potentially get 0'd, lose everything, quit the game. You know, think of it. Everyone kind of tries to put like a bad light on, you know, bubbling, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're just playing smarter than them. It's because they can't grab you and 0 you. They're upset, annoyed, go, oh, you're scared, you're bubbling. No, I'm looking after myself. I'm playing the game strategically, you know. We'll fight when I'm ready to fight, you know. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. We will fight when you're sleeping, when you're not ready. Just because when I'm sleeping, I'm bubbled, yeah? Doesn't mean I'm not smart. Doesn't mean I'm not fierce. Doesn't mean I can't win you in a fight. Doesn't mean I won't 0 you when you go to sleep. Doesn't mean I'm not watching you, observing your faction, your habits. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the reports that, you know, when you hit people, looking at your statistics, looking at what formation you use, seeing if I can get an insight of your equipment. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the underdog, what looks like the underdog, you know, it's a sleeping beast. And I've always loved and appreciated and appreciate the unexpected and the very smart strategic players who don't yap a lot, right, and insult people and personally attack people, but use their actions in game as their words. They talk with their action. You know what I mean? They 0 people, and that says it all. You know what I mean? And they don't say a bad word about anyone. It's one of the people who say in City Chat, you're being negative, toxic. I don't care for them. Block them. Right? Have fun. Make the most of it. It's a game. Everyone's going through their own things, yeah, right? Everyone's going through their own stuff. Don't be negative. Don't be toxic to them. Don't ruin their day, right? By saying horrible words. Yeah? Fight them. Fight them in game. Have fun in game. You know, it is what it is, because that is the game. We're all playing that game, right? So just fight. Have fun. Be strategic. Learn things. Have multiple accounts. Mess around with 2 accounts. Learn. Make a new account in a small city and just mess around with it, you know? Don't make it a main where you're focused on it, yeah? Just make a mess around account. Keep learning. Keep learning new tricks. Fight new people. You know, there's stuff to learn in brand new cities, and there's stuff to learn in old cities, you know? There's a bit of everything. Prepare for the worst, expect the best. Exactly, yeah. Prepare for the best, expect the worst. Prepare for the best. Hold on. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. That's it. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. So it kind of goes back again to the 5 Ps: preparation, preparedness, poor performance. If you prepare for the worst case scenario, you're prepared for it, right? best case scenario, you're over the moon, you're buzzing, you're happy because you prepared for all scenarios. You know, there's no negatives to come from it because you prepared. You know, so it's to prepare for the worst, expect the best. Well, hope for the best, but yeah. I got 0 today. Oh, sorry to hear that, Prodigy. Second week in a row, and not even my fault, or maybe it was underboss tricked last week, and today no one said it was Massacre Day. So one thing I will say from someone myself, do you know, who a couple months ago lost 15 million, got zeroed, two big accounts. Unfortunately, my friend, it's your fault. And it's 100% your fault, right? But it's a game. So don't worry about it, my friend. Learn from it. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. When you're not on the game, right, and you're farming, whack a bubble on. You know? Let's throw it out there. So if your farming Robin takes 4 hours, what's stopping you from putting a 4-hour bubble on? You know what I mean? What's stopping you from putting an 8-hour protection on? Going down that route, you're playing strategically. You know, we can all get 8-hour protections. We can get 4 hours. You know, we've normally all got them in abundance. Yeah. If you're going to sleep farming, bubble. If you are online but like busy at work, put a small bubble on. You know, we can all blame on others and excuses because we'd all love our faction members to remind us, prepare us, give us a call. But realistically, it's our responsibility and on us, you know. As much as we'd love people, you know, to do that for us, as we said before, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. You know, you prepare for the worst of you're going to get underboss trapped and you're going to get zeroed, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to prepare for the worst by bubbling. You know what I mean? But I mean no disrespect by that, Prodigy, yeah? I hope you get healed back up and I hope you get back on. And don't let it deter you, you know? Don't let it bring you down. Learning curve, my friend. Learning curve. Especially after that speech about, you know, what sort of troops you should build, you know, meat shield wise. You're literally there, you know what I mean? Just follow that and go for it. It literally gives a whole day of preparation. Hold on, what's it? Is this in Gov War or City? It changed to new faction for Gov War because last faction I was broke apart. Fair enough. You know, one thing I will say is think positive, you know. Don't let past experiences on the game determine or ruin your next experiences on the game, you know, because trust me, I've been here for 4 years now, right? And I've been through highs and lows on this game, right? Taking breaks on this game, raged at this game, not cried yet, unfortunately. Maybe one game on zeroed, I might cry then. But you know, what you kind of do, right? Is what you kind of got to do is be self-sufficient in the game, right? And make you your main priority. But also take part in the faction, you know, get involved in the faction, look after your faction members. But remember, this is all about your gameplay and your enjoyment and your happiness and your entertainment. So you come first, faction comes second. Sounds bad, sounds horrible, but it's your life, it's your money, it's your time. The most valuable thing in the world is our time. We can't get that back. So your time is your time, yeah? And if you give anybody your time, that's a blessing. That's a gift. You know what I mean? That's irreplaceable time, irreplaceable gift, you know? Just changing factions. It's one of them. Finding a good faction is definitely key, you know? It is definitely key. Good faction does definitely help. Also, the game sends notifications, messages to all players 24 hours before Massacre Day, so everyone should know. Also, a leader puts up in faction calendar day before. Yeah, most factions do put it up in the calendar, and the game does send notifications. It is easy to miss it. You know, I miss it myself. I got zeroed again, probably like, actually, it's fair, I probably got zeroed like a month ago, because I don't use them accounts, you know? And the only person to blame is me. You know, it's only me, because I'm not using the accounts. I'm not on it, you know? Cheers! We ranked up, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Always remember after speed up day is massacre day. There you go. That's a good tip, you know. It's just preparing, you know. It's being alert, you know. Being on the ball, focused. There you go. Or you can, like, if you're looking like your faction message, right, and see who's the one who kind of makes the post saying it is Jesus, the autofocus, that it is Massacre Day, you know, kill event on. What you can do is you can say, hi, I know it's a bit of an annoyance, but could you also pop me a direct message pre-warning me, you know, to do that? Or if you know that Gov War's coming up, kill event's coming up, put a 3-day bubble on. I know it's not easy, but you can save up for it, you know. That's kind of what I used to do. That's how I remember. Watch for speed up day. Yeah, definitely. Because realistically, the game does loop around a bit. So, you know, not saying there's no excuses, because, you know, we're only human, you know, so don't put too much pressure. You know, be kind to yourself, everybody, and that goes for everybody. But, you know, just try and find the patterns and, you know, work in your best interest as well. This is all at 500 million. Nice. The only guts you have is from your stomach. Fair enough. I thought I was going to like some powerful motivational thing, but you should just always know Rob Day, KP, train, investment, prep. That's a good day. It's one of them. Everybody learns in different ways. Everybody remembers things in different ways, and, you know, different memory types. You know, my memory is shocking, so I ask people all the time to remind me of things. You know, people ask me to do things from every single day. I'm like, you need to remind me in a couple of days or later on or something like that, because if they don't, I won't remember. Because especially if somebody's wanted something from me, you know, I kind of put the responsibility on them to kind of remind me if they want something from me, because my brain is doing a million things at once, and I'm always doing 10 things at one time. So most likely case for it to get done, you know, keep on top of it, you know. Rubbish, but you move on. Yeah, 100%. It's not the best, but you move on. I've been attacked in City too when we got visitors. Yeah, it's not the best, but it does happen, you know, and it is the game. And as my partner loves to say, it's just pixels on the screen. It is. It's pixels on the screen, you know. It's one of them. If this phone game shut off tomorrow and never opened again, we'd all still be alive. We'd all still be living. You know, we'd all still have things to be grateful for. Hopefully, we'd all still have family and friends. You know, so it is a game at the end of the day. You know, prioritize yourself and your own well-being. And you've been zeroed. I'm sorry, my friend. If you feel like you need to take a couple of days for it, pop your leader's message saying, hi, I'm just being zeroed. Just going to take a couple of days whilst the troops heal up. Have a bit of a breather. Go for it, you know. I'm a big advocate on the bubbles are there, use them, you know. If you're getting overwhelmed, a bit overbuilt up, overstimulated over the game, yeah, things aren't going your way, put a bubble up. Take a couple of days, take a day. Have a what word am I thinking of? Discharge? Have a recharge. I don't know. You guys know exactly what I mean. Yeah, I'm back on the grind. Live and learn. Exactly. Shout out to you, Prodigy, bro. Good spirits. Appreciate that. Yeah, you're doing a breather. Yeah, have a breather. Thank you very much, Vec. It's nice to see you in chat as well, by the way, Vec. Good to see you in chat. If you need any help or guidance, Prodigy, just pop me a message. I swear I've had you in my messages before. So if you need me, pop me a message, bro. But one thing to learn as well is, you know, this has happened to you twice now, right? So maybe try and come up with a solution to prevent this. You know what I mean? Try and prevent it. You know, how big are these people hitting you? How big of a meat shield do you need to maybe potentially protect yourself? How big is your account? You know, if you've got a fairly strong size account, you know, but you're just getting, you know, taken advantage of, you know, with the underboss trap, you could potentially, you know, build a big enough meat shield to be able to protect yourself, look after yourself, you know. Yeah, and it never happened before. Yeah, it's just one there. Not steady. You have a new sub here. Well, thank you very much, Roberta Ward. I really, really appreciate that. Hopefully I pronounced your name wrong. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. And if you need any help or tips or advice, and I'm live, whack them in chat or whack them in the comment section. Join the Discord, everybody, as well, if you haven't already. What size meat shield do you need? Well, what size meat shield kind of depends on who he's fighting and how big he is himself, you know? T for 315 million influence. So your 315 million influence, G-Man, how much of that influence is investment and how much is troops? Because at 315 million, I would like to hope that you're very similar in influence for troop and for investment. The best that you can be. That would be my hope and aim and goal, you know? 1 minute, I'll let you know. No worries. What gov war are you in? Also, how big are you? Yeah, good questions, Adam. How big are you, Prodigy? And what gov war are you also in, mate? Also, thank you very much, everyone, smashing like on YouTube. We've almost got 30 likes now. Jeez. And we got 30 people watching live still, 2 hours in. Honestly, so blessed. You guys are amazing. Lorenzo, 6, how you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How much stamina have I got? I got 400k. Is that 400k? Yeah, we can do another one. Do another one, guys. Hopefully, I don't get told off by my partner. To be fair to you, she might have fell back to sleep. She might have gone back to sleep, to be fair, so best odds. You know what I mean? 134 million troops and 124 million influence. So you got 10 million gap in between. So G-Man, I'm going to say well done. I'm proud of you there. That's good. That's good odds. That means that you aren't just prioritizing troops. You are focusing on what you should be focusing on, which is your investment center, which is your permanent influence, which can never be taken away from you. You know, troops can always be taken away from you. And that influence can always go. But your investment influence can't. Your enforcement influence can't, you know. It's always good to focus on what can't be taken away from you, you know. Especially if you do get zeroed a lot. You know, it's good to have that kind of mindset of going, you know what, I'm just going to keep working on what you can't take from me. You know, it's one of them. Find ways to get better, really. You know. But something I do want all you guys to kind of remember and take on board, right? The most important thing from what I've said so far in this live stream is take a couple of days, notice what your skills are in this game, right? So are you a very strategic player? Are you very smart? Are you very wise? Are you able to overcome obstacles very quickly in game? Are you a fantastic leader? Are you great at objection handling? You know what I mean? Like, find out what your skills are in the game, right? And then take a moment to think, how could I implement these skills and talents I have from the game into real life? Because if you could do it on a game, you could do it in real life. Yeah, if you're a fantastic leader in a game, an organizer, you're going to be great in real life too. If you can move a room, if you can get 10 people to jump in and do something, you know, go to war for you and to trust you, you're good with people. You're a good communicator. You're trustworthy. You know, you have a way, right, with communication with people, and you could be great in sales. You could be great, you know, working on calls, customer service. You know, are you great at organizing? You know what I mean? You can utilize your strengths in a game for real life. So if you're struggling to ever find like purpose or reason in your life, right, something you're good at, think about what you can do in a game. Yeah, because if you can take over a game and be good at a game, literally, you can take over life to a certain extent, of course. You know, there's limitations and within reason, but almost everything is kind of like endless possibilities. It's just hard work and determination. And as we believe, guys, yeah, 5 P's, preparation prevents piss poor performance, guys. And it is awesome, right? I tell you what, right, from doing this for like a year consistently, right, YouTube kind of, you know, the amount of messages I've had from people, you know, just tell me like how they've taken on board, you know, certain things, you know, like my sayings and, you you know, my outlook and stuff like that, and all the random preaches I do all the time. You know, you've taken it on board, and a lot of you guys have got better jobs. You've just started new education, higher education. You're doing all things. Like, honestly, over the moon, so happy. Literally, that's what I want. You know what I mean? I want to see you guys, you know, do well in game and in real life. You know, I do, because just like the reason I do this channel, because I see too many people struggling and making silly mistakes. You know, sometimes people just need a helping hand to get back up, right? And they're grand. You know, my little bit of knowledge can definitely help a few people. You know, and it clearly has. What's this? Prodigy and Gov War always sleep with your combat gear on. Yeah, sleep with combat gear on. Another huge tip, right, which is the difference between getting raided and not raided. Anti-recon. Listen, if you look through every single one of my live streams, every single one of my videos on Game On Account, you will see an anti-recon 99% of the time. You know what I mean? Don't want to get caught slacking here. But 99% of the time, every single day, a 1 day anti-recon will get put, well, we'll get put on multiple times a day, because we never let it get too low. You know what I mean? Never let it get too low. Because expect the worst, hope for the best. Because yes, I make videos, right? And my troops are kind of on show within reason, you know, of like a week or two of, you know, thing. But I try to make a conscious effort of switching some of my things around, you know, especially when I'm not live and stuff like that, just to not be so predictable, you know, by people and opponents. You know, try and always be a step ahead. Anti-recon is great, because the biggest fear of people on this game, especially big people, is the unknown. And if you don't know what they've got, especially for big people, you don't want to ruin your pride by trying to hit someone who's 200 mil and get absolute flatlined. You know, be more likely to raid you, which could take more time, right? So you're looking a lot less likely to get solo hit, more likely to be raided, right? But the key in that is it's going to take a lot of time to organize the people. The minimum 5 minutes for raid, your travel time, your odds are in your favor, you know, especially if you put fighting gear on every night, which I always do. Really does make a big difference, you know. Nobody wants to hit somebody and take a full whack. Whereas if you look on the map, right, you've got G-Man there, he's in his fight equipment, he's got an anti-recon on, but then you've got Adam Kelly, he's just sat there thinking he's a big man, no anti-recon on, he's got his investment equipment on, yeah. Slap him. I'd go for Adam Kelly. Even if Adam Kelly was 100, 200 million, 300 million more than G-Man, I'd go for Adam Kelly, because I know his weakness. I know how I can beat him. Yeah, G-Man, I'd probably attack him, but I won't go for him first. You go for the easy prey first, get your points, then you go for the ones which are a little bit more risky if you need to, you know, or if you've got the right people online to do that. You know what I mean? You're making it a simple, like an easy situation into a hard situation to decipher if it's worth it or not worth it. You know? Massacre Day, I always put on anti-recon, then bubble, just in case. Damn straight, G-Man, I respect that. I do the same thing. Even if I'm bubbled, anti-recon on longer than what my bubble is. Just because if the bubble drops, even if there's a 10-minute gap in between, you've let them know what's inside you. You're now vulnerable to that kind of little bit, you know what I mean? Whereas if you've got an anti-recon on, they don't know what you've got time to rebubble, or if you're big enough, you can stay unbubbled. They don't know what you've got inside. You're kind of safe. You're more safe within that sort of situation. You know, an anti-recon is kind of like an invisible bubble. You know, they can still hit you, but the likelihood of them actually hitting you is a lot less than what it would be if you didn't have it. I don't want to talk. I feel like, should I stay up? See, I've got work in the morning, of course. But I am interested to see what will come in 19 minutes. I'm interested to see what coming out. Why will my video just not thing? Message retracted. Roberta Ward, how come your message was retracted? Did somebody retract her message? Or his message? Anybody? Moderators? What have you done? What have you done? I don't know. I was attacked last Gov War when hunting, fought it off. It's mad how the adrenaline goes when you're being attacked. Oh yeah, honestly, it's crazy the adrenaline rush you get. You're on a high for the rest of the night from that. You know, you're never gonna experience anything like that. You know, I'd assume. Listen, even if you went into your first boxing match in real life, it'd probably feel the bloody same. Especially if you've invested a lot of money and time into this game. As soon as you see that red flashing light, you're like, oh my god, am I gonna win this fight? But back in the day, definitely, I used to be there. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna win this fight? Am I gonna win? I fucking won! Yes! You know, like that's what it used to be like, and that's what I miss about the game. I miss the fact of fighting whenever you want. You can't really do that now. Like I know you can, but you also can't. You know, it's just like everyone's always in Gov War, so you can't just fly around and attack when you want. Cities just there's no like cities are just like one or two big factions just dominating these days. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't go around and fight all day long, just smashing through smaller factions, bigger factions, like medium fact. You can't go around and do things. It's like you're just fighting against the biggest factions. You know, like it's not as fun. Adam Kelly, he's mayor. Yes. Ooh, who's mayor? My heart was racing. Will I survive or not? Damn straight, yeah. Cities all have and they have naps as well. Yeah, most cities do. Yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. It's one of them things where, like, and I made that video right, and obviously the video title was something like "You all have to watch this" or something like that, right. I'm glad I titled it like that, right? Because let's have a look how many views that got. Hold on, let's see. You all. Here we go. You all need to watch. That's it. This here, yeah. This video, right? And I'd like to say this was one of the proudest videos I was happy to kind of upload because I feel like it did make a big difference for a lot of people. Hold on, there's an ad on Twitch. I'll say it in 50 seconds. It's hard to get core points in Gov War when bigger factions hog them, making the game not fun. The bigger factions these days are making this game not fun during Gov War anymore. Unfortunately, sucks. I understand your frustration there, AM, and I understand your frustration, and I know it's easy to go, oh well, you're in one of the top 5 biggest factions or whatever, top 10, whatever. You know, you're part of the problem. But what I want to say is, I understand your frustration, and I'm sorry you feel like that. And I have been in that situation myself many times in the game, and some of my accounts are still in that situation to this day. But please have hope and faith that we can make some change, you know, and that the whole point of what I want from this community is that. And I've messaged. I tell you what, I'm not gonna show the GM chat because it's got like my private Gmail in there stuff. But I have Hitman White Rook in chat has seen it, right? So he can back me up here on the fact of I'm trying to fight our side as players, yeah, and I'm trying to get in partnership, like working with the Grand Mafia, so I can start bringing these problems and problems to their their attention to try and help resolve some of these issues, start sorting things out, because change needs to happen. But until someone's on the inside actually saying, hold on a minute, that is not right and that's not going to help, you know, nothing's going to change. And unfortunately, I don't think they've got anyone in there willing to say anything different, right? Because there are people who work with the Grand Mafia in the game, right? And they have messaged me previously, right? And they get free packs. They get unlimited packs. They get all the packs, all the events, everything. They get whatever they want, right? Obviously, they can't have like a million training packs to become number 1, but they get all the packs, right? They get kind of whatever packs kind of they want, yeah? Every new event, they get them, stuff like that, yeah? They don't make content for the game, and they're not going to sit there and argue with the game because they're getting it all for free. You know what I mean? they don't have the same worry what everyone has, where they've got to spend money they don't want to spend on a game to try and keep up, to be better than someone else, competition. Because the game is fun, but there's certain things what need to be changed. There's certain stuff what could be put in place to benefit everyone. Yeah, the thing is, it's like at the moment, big players can't fight big players realistically. It's very hard. It's near impossible to kind of zero a big player just because they're either online, multiple people using their account, huge amount of troops, very similar stats. It's a lot harder than it is to just go after smaller players, right? But obviously T5s in theory could potentially change that a little bit, but they need to kind of set a size for Gov War, like 60 million, or like I'll even go like 40 billion, up to the top, right? Or something like, what I mean, 40 billion up to 80 billion, and then 80 billion up to the top faction or something, and then 30 million and below, kind of like give it a certain amount of leeway, instead of it being like extremely unrealistic and impossible, make it to semi-impossible. I'd much rather it be semi-impossible than absolutely impossible, never going to happen, never going to win. I'd rather there be a slight bit of chance, if you've got a good bit of skill and knowledge on the game, where you might just turn that Gov War around, you might just dominate. That's what I want to see. That's what's exciting. When the underdog takes over and wins, when all odds are against them. That's what kind of strategy game, thriving fighting game, Mafia game I want to see. And I'm sure many of you guys want to see it too, where you guys get the chance to win. Everyone is as equal as kind of each other to a certain extent, And just because you're bigger doesn't mean that you are guaranteed a win. But I honestly, I would love to just sit down and just tell them everything wrong with the game. I really would love. I was debating doing like just a call out video, but I just don't think it's going to benefit, because if I do that, they definitely probably wouldn't work with us. You know what I mean? But the thing is what confuses me is, I said it before, the Grand Mafia, when they was Yotta Games reached out to me for sponsorship campaign. Literally, I got nothing from it. I was getting nothing out of that. The only people getting something was you guys, my viewers. Literally, that's it. Like, I wasn't even in it for me. You know what I mean? I've even still got the emails. Yeah. But shortly after that, they kind of changed into, obviously, the new company name, Fanatics Game or whatever, and then went ghost. I've been trying to contact them ever since. Today I've messaged them on Reddit because I want to know if this is going to happen or not, because it's going to benefit them a hell of a lot more than me. I don't need them. I don't need the Grand Mafia. They don't have much to offer me other than free packs, realistically, yeah. I want to help them. And by helping them, it's going to help you guys. I want you guys to have trust and faith in the game and know that someone's fighting your corner, and there is opportunities and possibilities out there, and it's not one of them things where you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? I'm only one person, you know what I mean? I can't change the world. But the community we built up here has definitely made a huge positive impact on the game. Like the other day, we've surpassed over 500,000 views on YouTube now. 500,000 views, guys. Yeah? You guys are the reason we've smashed that. Over 500,000 views, guys. Over half a million views. But we're expected by the end of the year to almost have 2 million views. That's the way the channel's growing right now. No? I honestly, I just want to see the game kind of go back to like being like a nice, happy, peaceful game, because this is one of the best games I've ever played, as a phone game wise. And I know a lot of other people agree, but certain things what they do just doesn't make sense. And if they had actual players who played from the beginning of their game, literally the beginning of their game, going, hold on a minute, maybe you could rethink that, maybe that doesn't make too much sense, have you thought about it from this perspective? Because it's all about perspective. It's easy to get stuck in one mindset, one perspective, and not budge from it, and focusing on yourself. But the game also needs to focus on what makes them and what could also break them, their members, the people putting their hard-earned money into the game, which is the most valuable thing, you know? Well, other than that, well, the most valuable thing is obviously the time you guys are putting in the game. Is there any way to voice these concerns to developers? I'm assuming they might have a chat in their Discord server. You can email them, support.grandmafia, something or another. I can get the email if anybody actually really, really wants it, you know? But the issue is all of like kind of like the concerns are going unnoticed and kind of unchanged. And that's why I want to, because obviously, let's be honest, right? There are a few people who make content on Grand Mafia, yeah? I'm not discrediting them at all. No one's doing it like we are, yeah? We've uploaded over 300 videos, 500,000 views, you know? We're the biggest, we're the best, and nothing's going to stop that because we're in it together, you know what I mean? It's not about me, I'm not the best person in the world, I'm not the best player in the world, it's about all of us, you know? Every person, no matter how big, no matter how small, you know. I have people who are 2 million message me asking for help. I respond. I have people who are 2 billion asking me for help. I respond. I message everybody. That's what makes us unique. I listen to everyone. I help everybody I can, right? So who better to have on the inside than me, who actually genuinely cares about everybody? You know, you're speaking facts. The proportion of the streamed should be viewed by developers. 100%. It's one of them, right? I was debating. Do you know, if they don't like respond to my email, like, is it a bad move on my behalf if I just ask you guys as like the audience to kind of reach out to them saying, hey, can you hit this person up? You know, making content on the game, like, you know. It's one there. I don't want them to sit there and give me millions of pounds. You know, I just want to make the game what it can be and what it is. You know, because the game is amazing and the game will always be amazing. You know, it's just sometimes people do things without kind of thinking. You know, as I always say, 5 piece preparation prevents piss poor performance. And right now they're slapping us left, right, and centre with things what just really is not the right time for. You know, the game's changing very rapidly without any reassurance and confidence in them. You know, the fact that they're changing the company names all the time. You know, I can understand them moving to a different company due to obviously USA. You know, like stopping Chinese games, stuff like that. I understand that. I appreciate that. You know, but when was there ever a statement brought out just reassuring, you know, hi, we're changing our business name. Don't worry about it. Everything will still run as, you know, smoothly, blah, 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 blah. You know, working on making the best game we can. I've never seen any reassurance post, you know. Grand Mafia said to me, "Oh, contact us online." They just redirect me back to the general manager in game. In game, also then tell me to go talk to people on Facebook. I sent them messages months ago, no response. Tell me to email, no response. Tell me to email again, no response. You know, like, how are they ever going to get better if they're not willing to listen to the people pushing them? Because as crazy as it sounds, guys, I know it's going to sound mad, right? But the amount of money I'm making this game, not even by me putting money in the game, by people watching my content and still having hope and faith in the game and loving the game and getting back up, you know, I'm fighting and playing on the game, even if they get zeroed because one of my videos, you know, reassured them and got them back up, you know. They're making a hell of a lot of money off this, you know, and no other YouTubers doing it, no other people are pushing it as much as I am. So I love the game. You know, but they need to help us. They need to give a little bit back, yeah? Because at the moment they're just taking. When are they going to give? You know, when are they going to support their own? Because that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. The game, as bad as it sounds, is getting a bit stale. What was that new pinball event? Grand opening. Shit. No offense. What's the point of it? Very similar to all the other events. Once again, it is a big scam and a gamble. Not worth the money. Why can't you add something new? You know, they have multiple games, right? They're a huge business, yeah? 1,000+ employees. They have the capability of doing anything in the world, right? Endless possibilities. Hundreds of millions in the bank. Do something with it, you know? They truly can. Last God of War, we ran into you when you was in FGF. You just dominated the whole map. 120 bill faction versus 50 bill. I agree with God of War brackets. Could be more competitive across the whole board. Bigger faction. coming against bigger faction, testing their stats and knowledge. Exactly. It's one of them. You're looking at the only way to truly test your skills and get better is by fighting above your size within reason. You need to fight your size and above. But how often are you ever going to see me fight a free building person? Not often. Not often at all. It's not going to happen. Why would I fight a free build person? Not going to work out. It's going to cost tens of thousands because the game isn't built for big people to fight big people. It's built for big people to fight little people. Tell me that's not the cold hard truth. Tell me that didn't just hit you all hard. The game is not built for big people to fight big people. It's built to fight little people. Big people to fight small players. Because it is. Tell me it isn't. You know what I mean? Because it is. Sadly is. Bigger players never fight on an equal playing field. They don't. Because it's too hard. And as a big player, I can tell you, I don't want to go and fight a free build person because it's near impossible. Even with T5s. But the thing is to unlock T5s, you need a very, very big bank balance, and no common sense. No offense to anyone who's unlocked it, by the way. But also, back to what we were saying before, right? That video I published, which was called The Grand Mafia, you all need to watch this, best tips and tricks ever. If I put tips and tricks in it, it gets people to actually click on it more. So that video got 4,203 views. Right, and I published that on the 19th of January 2024. In the last 48 hours, it's had 82 views in 48 hours, right? And this is an old video, right? This is a couple months old now at this point, yeah? I gained 42 subscribers off that, and it's been watched for just under 300 hours. 300 hours of watch time, yeah? Right? In this video, yeah, it showed so much that people were just over the moon to just hear a bit of like, get out there and fight, live, enjoy the game, make the most of it, because no one everyone shies away from it, but it's like, just enjoy it, live the game. Even if you're a T3, you can go and fight, stop letting size and other people dictate your gameplay. Play, just try and play for you, focus on you, don't worry about what anyone else has got. What anyone else does. Like, all the time people go to me and go, oh, have you seen what this person does? And most of you who's watched me for a while, when they go, oh, this person's done this, or they've got that side. So I go, oh, have they? I don't know. And I go and look. And the reason being is because I don't, it's going to sound horrible, and I mean no disrespect, I don't care for any other game, player, like watching them, observing them. I don't care for it. I just play for me. I play for me, and obviously you guys as well, because that's the whole point of why I'm still on the game. If without you guys, I probably wouldn't even be on the game. I don't focus on anyone else's gameplay, and I don't compare myself to anyone else. I just enjoy the game, The only thing I do is I look at reports and I figure out where I could do better. Where can I improve? Where did I fall short a little bit on, because you learn more from your failures than you do successes. But game's not learning, and a lot of people fret, go, oh, I'm going to cancel my subscriptions, I'm not going to buy packs. That doesn't matter. The game, I think there was a thing post. The game's getting like 100 new players a day or a week or something like that. They're going to continue to spend money. The big people are continue to spend money. That's not going to resolve the issue. What's going to resolve the issue is an actual group. An organized group. And I'm not on about like organized crime. Like strike. I'm on about just a mutual party who can actually speak and communicate to these, developers and, whatnot, to kind of create something even more beautiful than what is here. Because, great game. We all know that. We all agree that, quite a lot of us came from Mafia City, so we know how good their games are. But we don't have a middleman. And I'd love to be the middleman. I'd love to fight both sides. I'd love to help everyone understand the point of view of the Grand Mafia and help the Grand Mafia understand the point of view of us. I'm the only big player in the game who truly does see both perspectives of a big player and a small player. Because it's one of them, like, if you message most big players, they don't have time for you. They don't want to respond. They don't care. And that's not fun. That's not good. That's not encouraging. That's not, what you want. You want someone who's willing to answer a question to help you, Like, 60 seconds of my day can make a huge difference in someone's gameplay. What does 60 seconds in my day do to me? Not too much. You have like 72,000 seconds in a day. If I can't spare, 60 seconds, what type of human being am I? I don't think they do want to improve things because people are spending money. When that stops, they will listen. That's the thing, G-Man. As I was saying, it's not going to stop. Even people go, oh, let's go on strike. It's not going to happen. They're still going to be making... Because the thing is, right, is a lot of people play the game in a bubble, right? Especially the big money spenders. They don't care about anyone else, right? Because they're focused on them. Literally, they don't give a monkeys about anyone else. They're happy to sit there and zero, raid any size mansion, any resource tile. Zero emotion when they play the game. At the end of the day, it is a game, right? But, if you're playing a game for a bit of community, companionship, friendship, enjoyment, alliance, then you do. Then you start thinking about other perspectives, other people, If I hit this 100 mil person, that's really going to set them back. They might quit the game, whereas they don't. No offense to them, but most don't. Bigger players never fight on an equal playing field. For mansions, I agree, but in Gov War, it's about tower building. It's not dependable on troops. It's about stats and knowledge. For Gov War, you are right. Obviously, building towers fast is very important, and it does come down to knowledge. But the sad thing is big factions still do have an not direct unfair advantage of it. It's just because big factions are money spenders, right? That's in theory, that's what a big faction is. The difference between a small faction and a big faction is money spenders, right? Let's be honest, it's money. So they're paying to have a higher Gov War rank, so then they're able to use more buffs to move faster. There are strategies, there are skills involved in it, and fair play, especially NNV. They are amazing. They're very organized. They're on point. They're very friendly. They're very they're for the people. I'd say. I'd like to say from all the factions that I've been in, right, and I've been in majority of the big factions. I've even got a video years ago of me and FGF in a small account, right? When they wasn't as big. NNV are very respectable to others and go above and beyond and help others out, and they're not, you know what I mean? Like, they dominate, but by law they dominate, but they're not horrible people at the same time of dominating, that they've got a nice happy medium of it, so truly hats off to NNV. I don't have a bad word to say about them. Truly hats off to them, and any of my negative opinions I've said about big factions, that does not go towards NNV, because they truly are amazing, and they do give the underdogs opportunities, stuff like that, and they move at the speed of light as well, and it's one of them. Quite a lot of big players and big, killer factions, that they live in their own bubble in their minds, with zero emotions, which, don't get me wrong, is a cool way to play, right? I wish I could do that, right, to a certain extent. But how much cooler is it when everyone's having fun? You know what I mean? How awesome is it when everyone's having fun, everyone's equally challenged to very similar skilled players, similar size, stuff like that. That's why with brackets, it will be a fair game. Of course, you won't raid a free build player, but you could beat a free build player in Arsenal because you have better stats. Exactly, 100%. I think the name was Zola, yeah. 100% Zola, 100%. Because it's one of them things that, as you said, Gov War is a little bit different. It's about towers, fighting towers, which once again comes down to stats, not just your player size. Because as we all know, influence is majority troops. Majority of my influence, probably like 1 point something billion, will be troops. So troops don't make the person; it's the stats. It's the skill, and there is a bit of skill and a bit of a lot of stats will come into towers. And that's how big players can fight each other. Little players can fight each other's like mansions and towers and everything like that. And big players will have to learn to kind of play more strategically. I don't know why I could say it half time, but half time I can't. Strategically, when fighting towers, and then every now and again try and take advantage and go for a mansion, for a turf. And I feel like if big players are forced to have to fight each other, that we'll find more ways to actually be able to zero each other, you know, actually go against each other, you know. Not all big players are bad. I've come across some good ones. Oh, I agree. Not all big players are bad, you know. It's sad to say most of the ones I've come across are, you know. Yeah, unfortunately, most of the ones I have, they're not the nicest. It's more of like the in-between size players, you know, which are humble, real people in a sense. They don't just give you robot vibes, you know. Where they've got a bit of time of day for you. NNV are ruthless. They the speed they put the Gov War in a chokehold was a joy to watch. Yeah, 100%. They're amazing. They are breathtaking. You know, realistically, I think NNV are the closest thing to being maybe Yun and during the future, and maybe even surpassing, you know, what Yun once was potentially in the future. You know what I mean? And I know that's a bold statement. That's a wild statement. I believe I was here before Yun. I'm here after Yun. You know, but I think if anyone could do it, potentially could be NNV. You know, they've got the right frame of mind, right outlook. You know, and realistically, if NNV was number one and leading and kind of not dictating, but directing the game, you know, to act and be a certain way, you know, towards each other. So it could be awesome. You know, it could be good to have solid leaders within the whole entire game, you know, who are actually going to set some good standards, you know. PRA are very good, but to be fair to you, I just don't hear much chatter about PRA, to be fair. I never really hear much chatter about them, you know. You know what I mean? I just don't hear very much chatter about them at all. Ooh, who's that? No offense to PRA. I've never personally been in PRA. I don't think so, anyways. You know. Fair play to them though. PRA obviously being number one. You know, it's not easy being in number one spot. It really isn't. You know, the pressure of it makes or break a lot of factions. Do you know that pressure? Because every Gov War, they do all the factions just or make deal. Yeah, see, you know, the one thing I don't like about, you know, like some factions is bullying for diamonds. You know, oh, I'll let you live and I won't break your stronghold if you give us half a billion diamonds and stuff. And it's just there. It's like, don't you think they need the diamonds too? You know, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, if they made a valid deal, you know, like an actual supportive deal, do you know, where like, all right, how about this, guys, right? So quite clearly, we outnumber you, you know. In theory, do you know, in the game wise, you don't have much of a chance against us yet. We understand that and we appreciate, you know, the unfortunate situation you're in, right? How about this, guys? So every single week that Gov War is on, yeah, we will let you go through all stages, yeah, at least once. We'll let you get all of, you know, like checkpoints. We'll let you, you know, experience and unlock as much as you can within your faction, help you grow. But we do expect X and X amount of, you know, resources or whatever. You know, like a reasonable, acceptable amount for them doing a service of letting them survive, as well as teaching them some things as well. You know, not just going, oh, we'll let you through, but not teach you anything. You know, teach them something. You know, teach them, educate them. You know, if you're going to try and tax them, at least give something back. You know, how much? Hold on, that's what happened in my Gov War. We had to pay them a lot. Yeah, how much, Scarlet? How much? Sid mirrors his seed. Hold on, this is reset now. See, I knew that'd still be there. I knew it. I bloody knew it. Hold on, I might have to restart again. Let me restart the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if anything changes. We're excited. My fingers are tingling. Ooh. Let's see if there's anything new. I think it was 150 mil in resources. How often Or is it a one-time payment? Because 150 mil of every resource really isn't the end of the world if it's a one-time offer and they stuck to the deal. No, that's not a lot. You got a good deal. Most like that weekly. So far, I haven't had the diamond demand from bigger factions. It's one that it's a very prominent thing. But what you'll find is most of the factions, what do sleazy, slimy little things like that, yeah. As bad as it sounds, they do kind of fail and fall off, because as bad as it sounds, right, what am I trying to say? As bad as it sounds, right, but if you run your faction incorrectly, yeah, unfortunately, because we are humans, we have, emotions, thoughts, and, our own, like, kind of individuality, and we can see what goes on, right? So we might be blinded by, the excitement and rush of, dominating, but then when people start to sit back and go, shit, we've ruined that, their gameplay. Like, I'm getting messages every day saying people, like, they're quitting the game because of me, they hate the game, I'm ruining their game, and the realization sets in to go, what the hell am I doing? Why am I in a faction? What's bullying everybody? Then you kind of see them all move to another faction, That's where you see, like, some big jumps in factions and, like, big decreases, because at some point people are going to realize, that it's not fun being the bad guy, Especially if they're kind of going out their way to be horrible people, not just, like, the villain, Oh, I do want that. I do want that bubble, I do want that, I do want it. I do want it. I do want that. I do want that, genuinely. I do want it. I do want it. I don't think I have it. I don't have it. I want it. But it's 100k gold. Guys, what do we do? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? I want it, guys. Do I get it? Do I take it? Oh, so was that to go through one zone checkpoint? Fair enough. Not the best, but not the worst. If you have a farm, if you have like a big farm, your faction bank farm, you could have billions stocked in every. You know what I mean? We've been told no access to zone 3. Wow, do that upsets me a little bit. When it comes to the game, like where like they try and dictate and go, oh no, you're not allowed to. It's like, who the f are you to make the rules on a game? Like, just because you're bigger than our faction does not mean you can dictate what we do, where we go, where we place a tower. Like, it's a game. You know what I mean? Who are you to kind of like stop somebody want to do something to end, to have fun? It's annoying, And the thing is if I can actually make a difference and stop all the bullies, it'd be cool. But as we've found, as we've discussed, a free build person can't go around beating up free build people. It just doesn't work. Right. Hold on. That's what happened in the Gov War I'm in now. This faction was bullying everyone and had the whole city scared to the point of they wouldn't attempt to fight them. Yeah, a fear factor, bullying is a big part of the game. To kind of prevent and hold people back. Hold on, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. What happened there then? Did you guys see that? It disappeared. I swear it did. Now the new migration rule has been posted. They started leaving the city to go to City 505 so they can repeat Gov War 2 again. Probably to bully more smaller people to kind of do it for the first time. Also, shout out to you. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, my friend. How do I pronounce this? Nah, this is a hard one. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I don't know how to pronounce that. XUQA. Shout out to XUQA space B legend. He is a member of the YouTube channel and supporting me in continuing making YouTube content for your lovely faces. Without this lovely person here and all of the other people who are member on the YouTube channel, you know, upgrades like the microphone, headphones, stuff like that, quality of the video wouldn't keep going up, you know. So it's definitely a shout out to Zuka. That's how you say his name. Shout out to Zuka, living legend, supporting the channel on another level, making it possible for me to continue supporting you guys and making these awesome content. I'm hoping you guys like the new series we will have coming up very shortly. I'm just working on thumbnails. I'll be doing like the first thumbnail tomorrow. You know, we got to throw out there. You know, take in mind, guys, this series, you know, is very costly. So be kind, right? You make sure you smash the like button for it and support me with it. You know, because it's mental. You know, how many people on the game do you think are going to waste 6,000 equipment redemption coupons just to kind of show you guys what you get per 1,000 of each crate? No one. No one's going to do it because it's not beneficial. Like, if I didn't waste kind of like, and I say waste, and I do mean waste because I have a better use for it than that, you know, because realistically, if I didn't use, you know, like the redemption coupons as I have been, you know, for like the series, yeah, I could have already upgraded my king set and I would have a solid gold Godfather set next exchange. Whereas now I'm kind of fighting to get there and get back there, you know. But it's just the love I have for you guys. Like, I want you guys to kind of learn and have every advantage you can, you know, because not everyone has the opportunity to waste 6,000 equipment redemption coupons to find out and trying to find a medium to see how much we're roughly going to get, you know, if we do that crate or you know what I mean. So if I can kind of offer that statistic, that possibility, that opportunity for you guys to learn, why would I not want to do it, you know? Lol me, I have 46 gold, not 36k, just 46. Sorry, Lorenzo. Listen, the reason you got 46, Lorenzo, is because you're that hard grafting, spending every gold you have on growth. Wait, you used 6,000 coupons? No. In short, so far I've recorded 4 of the episodes, which are uploaded on YouTube, not public. I think I've uploaded 4, so I need another 2,000, which I already have close to that, which I've spent another couple 100,000 gold today on it. So we're close. We've only got 2 more we need to do, and then as soon as I've kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that I'm able to release all of the videos, you know, like not obviously all at one go, but like consistently. I want to have all the videos recorded, and then we kind of go, you know, go across it, you know, make sure that they all come out and they all help people, you know. So far I've used 4,000 equipment crate redemption coupons just on the series, and there's another 2,000 to be spent, and every single video I have put in the possibility of, if we hit, I think it's 75 likes on each video, yeah, what I will do is, because I believe there is a bit of a myth on this game, right, rumoured mainly by me, that right now you see Merciless Riders are on the map, yeah, so if I open Merciless Rider crates now that they're on the map, yeah, I will get less rewards, or I will get less contracts from the crates if I open them whilst Merciless Rider is on the map. So I said if we get like 75 likes or 100 likes or whatever crazy number it was, I will open 1,000 when they're not on the map and 1,000 when they are on the map to do the difference. You know what I mean? Well, in theory, I don't have to reopen when they're not on the map. I just need to do it when they're on the map. So that would save me 1,000. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to go this extent and push like everything to the boundary, and you know, and spend more money on trying to get there, and you know, try and utilize everything I can on the game to find and figure these things out for everybody, because it would benefit us all by knowing, you know. Don't get me wrong, will it affect me much by knowing? Not really. But could it really, really help some, other players in the game smaller than me? 100%. Really, really could. Really make a world of a difference. No, it's a faction named QYS that went to join WLU. Adam Kelly. Would I be right saying? All right, fair enough. I haven't even read it much into the migration rule. Maybe I should make a video on that. I'm going through reading it. I think I did plan to, but then I just kind of got a bit busy, which is not good. Migration rules update. But you guys are right. Earlier on, someone said like they never actually explain everything. Like when the update comes out, like, and they really don't. They really don't. Really, really, really do not. But hey, guys, listen. If they did, you wouldn't have me, right? So, and you wouldn't have this awesome community. So, if we're looking at the pros and cons, right? I think we're winning. I think. I think we're winning. I think we're winning. But yeah, I think we're winning. But as you can see, like the crates I have on here aren't as much recently because I'm trying to avoid getting as many packs as possible for the time being. Limiting it down a bit, but obviously I still want to do that series. I would love to see that. Well, great news for you, Scarlett. There's already 4 episodes recorded, 2 more to be recorded. I have the ability to record 1 more, and then I just need to save another 500, and then I'll be able to bring out the lovely series for everyone. I'm working on a thumbnail. Obviously I haven't started yet, but I'm working on figuring out ideas for like thumbnails. But like I added a thumbnail to the video I uploaded yesterday, and I also added a thumbnail, obviously, to the new video I uploaded on my second channel. I do really enjoy thumbnails, and over time they make a big difference. They don't make a big difference when I first upload, but the longevity of it, they do get more views. So in theory I should do it, but it is very time demanding to do thumbnails, which I don't have a lot of time. But I'm trying to get there for you guys. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, guys. I try my best. I did try paying like an editor at one point, but honestly, it's one of them kind of what I wanted and what I said is like, I was like, sometimes I bulk record content. Sometimes it's on the day. Sometimes I'll need like it edited and kind of given the same day. Same with thumbnail. I was like, kind of what I need from you is watch the video, edit the video, make it fun, make it entertaining, make it more short, snappy, and for thumbnail, utilize what's in the video. Come up with it. And he was just asking me so many questions about everything, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I did that video a couple of days ago. I have no idea. Like, just watch the video and kind of like come up with it. Like, isn't that why I'm paying you? It just yeah. It's just I had to keep going back and like going, not like that. Can you change that? It's just like, just not worth it. It just wasn't worth it. No offense to him, but the migration rule is basically that you can no longer move up or out of your bracket to redo Gov Wars, only down or in the same bracket, if I'm not mistaken. Fair enough. So that's why they're all trying to move to try and jump up the queue to restart again. So they've got it easy for the next couple of Gov Wars until they're faced with the harsh reality of like-minded people. Kotra and a few other members abandoned their faction to leave now. GYS is being hit from all sides to be pushed out of Zone 4. Jeez! Well, it's one of them. It's... People don't realise, right? But the success of a faction isn't one person. It can never be just one person. But it does make a difference if you lose a couple of your biggest players. You know, it can make a huge difference. You know, especially in this game. Like if there's any whiff of weakness, you know, or vulnerability, you know, or cracks in your foundation, your leadership, yeah, you're gone. You know, you're just going to get peppered from all sides, and then you will crumble because your leadership will crumble. Your members will lose faith and crumble in you. Yeah, honestly, it's just one of them. As long as they keep up the pressure as well, rip. So I've seen many factions come and many factions go. Unfortunately, you know, realistically, it is sad to see kind of, you know, a lot of factions fall and stuff, but it's the unfortunate bit of the game, right? Hold on, we can get some energy here. More energy, more passion, more footwork, more footwork. Oh, is that one already gone? I don't think we finished it off. Oh, it's reset now. Damn. I didn't need to open it. I could have opened it on the video. Damn, we got 31 likes on YouTube. Jeez. Honestly, I appreciate you all. We're coming up on 3 hours live. Jeez. Honestly, appreciate you all. And I know we got a bit deep about the Grand Mafia, you know, and it is a little bit of a negative topic, right? Let's be honest. You know, it's a bit sad, but stay positive, guys. Yeah. Just know that I am doing my best and trying my best to find some sort of solution for everybody, you know, and anything I can do, I will do the best I can do, you know, like people who lose their accounts, I'm going to try and start a series where I get people, like give people an account and stuff like that, you know, try and raise awareness of it, you know, try and help, and more giveaways, and just try and do little bits where I can. But I am only human, you know, the game doesn't pay me and all supporters, so it's kind of like, it's just what I can do, you know, and trying to utilize legends like, hold on, let me find how we pronounce his name again. Zuka, and obviously support like from Zuka and White Rook and all of the other legends, you know, like becoming members and stuff like that, and subscribing, you know, Scala, you know, everyone who's, you know, subscribed here. It does make a difference, and I can hand on heart say I have more than you could imagine reinvested it into the, you know, the channel. Well, you guys can tell from like the first videos of the crackly microphone, you know what I mean? But honestly, every single day is a pleasure. It's never a chore. You know, making content for you guys, helping you guys is never a chore. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. You know, and I hope you guys still enjoy the content, and I hope most of the questions, you know, you ask, and, you know, things that you don't know in the game, I hope most of the time I answer your questions, you know, and resolve most of your issues. But it's just one day at a time, guys, and I'm open. You never know, they might reply to me tomorrow morning when we wake up. They might not respond at all, but we can only hope, can't we? What's this? Appreciate your efforts to enhance the content in Idle Mafia. What's this? You'll greatly benefit and focus on sharing tips and tricks. Specific events will be more significant impact on your journey. Well, that definitely could have been said a lot better, you know. But I always take feedback. This one, then, like with the other game and the other channel, I'm trying to release, you know, content, but I'm also learning the game at the same time. But I can't. So I've got 2 accounts on the game, and I can't show my big account where everything's on. You know, like this guy, and like obviously on Reddit was saying about, you know, the talent function and stuff like that on, you know, Capos, which is like the underboss version on that game. I can't because I'm not high enough level, and I don't want to push that account, you know, to go backwards just to show a thing, you know, because it's not going to help in the long run. But I have some awesome content coming for Idle Mafia. Yeah, boy. Got some awesome stuff coming. Could have more instead of explaining. Fair play. That's not a bad comment. I'm happy with that. I can work with that. Oh, is he commenting on like 15 of my? Hold on. I think he's commenting on a few of them. Yeah, maybe. But I tell you what, guys. So the channel's been up for, well, I've been active on the channel kind of like consistently for over a year now, right? Yeah. About a year and 3 months, yeah. Posted first time like 2 years ago. And I tell you what, guys, I will never, ever look back on a channel and go, you know what, I regret that. I never will. Never will. Never will. Never, ever, ever. Right. So, guys, I'm going to be popping off very shortly. Does anybody have any questions or any worries or anything I can help them with in the game or explain or show them quickly before I head to bed, because I've got to be up in 5 hours or something like that. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions, any issues, any worries, now is the time, my friends. Dude, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I need to get. Oh. Right. Right. 2 seconds, guys. Find you a few messages quickly. No, don't think I have any more right now. Absolutely fine. I'll give everyone 1 more minute to catch up, because I know after an hour of my live streams it gets a little bit delayed. Yeah. Does it crap glitter unicorns? I wouldn't. 100k for that, not worth it. The mansion effect is better. Guys, who has a free account to dash me out with at least 100 mil influence, even if the account got banned? No, that's not really the way it works. So everyone on Discord is saying don't get the turf skin. So I'm assuming we won't get the turf skin, guys. Yeah, at least for now. We'll sleep on it, guys. We'll sleep on it. Right. So everybody, I'm going to be ending the live stream here. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining, for participating, for talking, for smashing the like button, for subscribing, for sharing, and positive vibes, guys. Just keep sharing the YouTube channel streams. Just keep helping your faction, your friends in game. You see anyone struggling, help them out. Yeah, you don't have to just send them my YouTube link. Yeah, it's not just about me. You guys can help them too. You know, you guys watch the videos. You guys learn from the videos. You guys learn from playing. You guys have the answers too. You know, you guys can help others too. Yeah. So my goal every single day is to try and help one person, try and make a positive impact on somebody's life. Right. So you guys do the same. What's up, bro? Yo, how you doing, Big G Fishing? Literally, Big G, you've come in as I'm ending the live stream, brother. But before I do go, Big G, I do want to say big shout out to you, my friend, and thank you very much for being a member on the YouTube channel. You do make this all possible, and everyone does have you and all the other members and supporters, to thank. But if you are a member on the YouTube channel, guys, click on my profile. Click onto the community page. I have a post on there just for members, so only the members can see it, yeah? And that's a personal message, heartfelt message from me to you members. So please, all members, please go and read it. And there's also an opportunity in there, guys, as well, if you want me to help you out. Yeah. Love you all, appreciate you all. Just reactivated my YouTube membership. Thank you very much, White Rook. I thought you already did anyways, bro. But thank you very much, White Rook. I appreciate you, bro. I really, really do appreciate it. You know, it's one of them. It's a weird thing being obviously a small kind of content creator because everything takes time, costs money, you know. But I will say we have the best community and the most support and love ever, and never gonna stop. Just, you know what I mean, giving my all and trying to just, you know, up the game. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm sat here right at almost midnight, but working like 5 hours, yeah. And then after that, I've got to make thumbnails, I've got to make more videos, I've got to edit, I've got to upload. I tell you what, guys, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. And that's not me being soppy and, you know, a simp. That's just me being grateful for every single one of you guys, you know. And to be fair to you, Big G, I always see him pop up, you know. I always see him pop up, you know. And Chris, thank you very much, bro. I will rest well, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for all the info and tips. Appreciate it. No worries, AM. By all means, please, AM, please message me on Discord, my friend. I would love to personally add you as a friend on Discord and mentor you, be a guide for you, and make sure that you are on the right tracks and you're not making any easy, silly mistakes that a lot of people do make, and a lot of leaders misguide. And I think maybe one day it might be beneficial for me to make a video on being a leader of a faction and what responsibilities come with that, because a lot of people advise the wrong things, and, you know, when people see a money spender, they take advantage of them and ask them to buy loads of packs so they get benefits and like just teach them wrong. Realistically, in this game, the only person to kind of teach a big person, you know, to grow is a big person, because they've already been there, they've done it, you know. If someone who's 100 mil is trying to tell a free build player how to play the game, they're misconstrued, because the gameplay as someone who's 100 mil that first billions is a different world. You know, it's the same game, but got different priorities, different things, you know. Okay, I will look it up on Discord, thanks. No worries, AM. But yeah, bye everyone, much love, take it easy, more content to come, and whenever you see the announcement of the 1000 redemption crate opening thingamabob, you know, series, smash a like on it, drop a comment, give it some love, share it around, because just know, hella expensive to do that, but I think it's going to benefit us all. Yeah, take it easy. Goodbye. Shout out to Zola, who has been a member on YouTube for 2 months. What a legend. He was going to get a membership on YouTube, and he already has one. That's how much of a legend he is supporting the channel. Much love, Zola. Much love, everyone. Anyway, even if it's just liking the videos, sharing, commenting, watching, and watching the videos all the way through, watching the ads, you're all legends. See you all.